Here you go. All right, I had to sit on members only. Hold on one second. Profile, let me see profile. Wait, profile. Hold on one second. Hold on. I had this shit on. I had it on back up. Hold up. Live video, so you're live. Wait, hold up. This. Restriction, hold up. Actions, all right, actions. Delete, all right, I delete it. All right. Hold on, where you have to go? All right, here we go. All right, but I had this shit on members only by mistake. All right. Anonymous Ball, what's up, WG? What's up, my brother? How you been? All is well. COVID, man, what up? Rio, Sony. Oh, here. COVID, man, Ultra Flame, what's up, my Anonymous Balls? Dynamite J, Veteran Lifestyle, what's up? Asher King Reaper, LG, what's up, my brother? As you guys come in here, be so kind, slap the like button. Type it in the chat, we're going to shout you out. You guys see the title of the show. Jim Ryan fired Yoshida. Man, we got to talk about it. I said that was the thing too back then, though. I don't like how he did, buddy, but neither here nor there. And then my brother Jada, but now he was there for 30 years. He wanted to do something, he wanted to finish line. Well, nah, they can't, that nigga. Yeah, that's what I've always said. Make that nigga the king of the indies. You know what I mean? Xbox Helix specs, we got some more information about that. We're going to talk about that. Digital Foundry. It said, I guess fans are asking why they don't never do the review codes for the Xbox version of the game. And they said, they don't get any views. And they said it's dead. Again, we're going to talk about that. Also, too, in Xbox fans. We got some other articles, too, but I see a couple of videos now, again, about these exclusives. And, I should try we're going to talk about it, a little bit more. Is it too late? Can they bring them back? Will they bring them back? And Page 5, what's up, my brother? As you guys, Veteran Lifestyle, as you guys come in here, do me a favor, a huge favor, man. Help your brother, Sony, my brother. Help your brother with the algorithm. Slap the like button. We're going to have some fun today. Hold on. Let me hop in. He said, yeah, buddy. Let me hop in with the guys. We're live. We're doing it live.
I'm crying, boy.
We're live. We're doing it live. Like I said, as you guys come in, walk through the door, do me a favor, spam the like button. Type something in the chat. We're going to shout you out. We're going to have a great show today. Like I said again, I can say, you probably want to hear a lot of dirt about Sony. He said, Yoshida's spilling the beans here. But kind of find out, he didn't step down. Bro was can't. You know what I mean? And I said before, look how he did, bro. He made bro the king of indies. He was goddamn God of war. You know what I mean? He gonna make bro the king of indies. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So we got some more. Like I said, I guess internal things about the Xbox Helix and what it actually is, talking about the parts and stuff that are going into it. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about that. Also too, exclusives. Xbox guys, seen Dirk just did a video. A few motherfuckers talking about it now. You know what I mean?
They still talking shit about you.
Yeah, not about me. Nothing about them having exclusives.
Okay. Okay. So they changing course. Got it.
Yeah. We got that. What else we got? Something else. I know I'm missing something else. I'm missing the title. What else we got here?
Digital Foundry. Black flag.
Yeah. We can talk about that. Also, Digital Foundry. Said that, I guess fans have been asking them where's these Xbox versions of the games that they're reviewing. Why don't ever have an Xbox version? And they basically saying this shit is dead, man. This shit is dead. But we're going to talk about it.
Those videos don't do good.
Yeah, you know what I mean? My words, they're their words. I mean, but we're gonna talk about it. I mean, but because as your guys come in here.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Like they actually had to say it.
Yeah.
It's that Xbox owners have disengaged with their audience, disengaged with soap, disengaged with water.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh damn.
This is video unavailable. Am I live still?
I look on.
What's going on here?
Yeah, you live. You live. You live.
Oh. I don't know that. You don't watch this.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. You live.
All right. It's Freddie Wayne. We ain't hopping in. Going to Freddie Wayne. We hold on. So Link, my brother Link. Hold up.
Yeah, you're.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get right click copies. Jim Bryant. That's crazy, man. He ain't gonna fire Yoshida, man. But I said that. Hold up, man. This nigga was the bosses of bosses. They made that nigga the king of indies.
Plus he wasn't down with that service shit. He wasn't down with that shit.
He basically wasn't
so
going.
Of course, when the course
move.
changes like that, of course he has to go. Like,
he wasn't moving with the status quo, so Jim was like, "Fuck it, man."
Okay, we're gonna talk about doing the show because I told you, back then, I tried to have a conversation. Even when he was talking with Jaffe too, I don't like they lost his job back there at Sony, Sony Studios and all that stuff. It was a big shakeup. Big shit. Though. We're gonna talk about it again. Jack Knight, what up, man? Freddie Wayne. Like I said, as you guys walk through the door, be so fine. Type something in the chat. Throw something in the chat. Help get the lights on. We're gonna have a great show here today. Wait, let me see something right quick. Yeah. Wait, hold up. Here we go. Here we go. No. Where are you?
Hey Z.
Yes, sir.
Can we talk about how you keep going live while my other streaming brothers is going live? You trying to shut their shows down?
Who your other brothers?
Hey, look here,
my brother Ricky Brown, man. He trying to go live. You fucking up the game, big dog.
Hey, Steph, look here. Ricky Brown been going live.
Trying. He didn't.
Look here, Ricky Brown been trying to go. Ricky Brown been going live for how long now?
I don't know.
About 47 years.
Look here. If his ass has not had a steady influx of people coming to see that show rather than Z's, I don't know what else to tell him.
I don't talk to Rick. I don't talk to Rick.
At this point, Z can't just be hog tying his show just to make his ends meet.
I always went live on money. Anything. That's it.
Wait. Pastor Joe live now.
Oh Lord. His ass ain't getting no damn numbers. Ain't getting no numbers.
Always Z.
Pastor Joe live.
Why the hell would Pastor Joe go live knowing good?
Ricky at the end of his show.
I don't know.
Why would Pastor Joe go live?
Joe said he has
no fanfare.
Pastor Joe said he got more subs and followers.
How many subs is on there right now? How many people on there right now? How many people on there right now, Jay?
Nigga, we've been shitting on him for the last couple of days. I'll go live too. You up there laughing. You probably the main one that made him go live. Think about his wife, goddamn it.
Look here. I tell you what, he about to ship all our asses to HR right now, man. It's over.
I'm so goddamn tired of this goddamn Teddy.
Oh yeah, you need to do that. Jay, we going too hard, man. Hey, man. Buddy. Like I said, as you guys come in here, slap the like button.
I always pray that everybody that be here, but slowly but surely, I see motherfuckers, they get a little taste, they think it's a fame. I just hope. I pray to God, my nigga don't do a post up. I don't want to say his name. But I hope he don't do all that. I just hope he don't pull one of them on us. You know what I mean? And I love all them. But
Gang gonna be the game.
Man, that shit just gets on my nerve, man. That shit gets on my nerve.
Gang gonna be the game, man. Gang gonna be the game. Close the game. Listen, man.
The game. I'm tired of hearing that shit, G. I'm tired of hearing that shit. You've been saying that shit for the last 15 years, and it's about 50 niggas that came through this motherfucking channel. And I understand you want to do that, he Batman, you Robin, and you don't want to keep being Robin. I understand that. But you're supposed to still come back home. Even Robin go back to the Batcave. He even went back to the Batcave. God damn.
That's a fact.
Bro, bless the church. The lights don't play themselves. Yeah, man. Bro, let's go shut the nigga mom with the balls with the 5. With the Tibetan nickel. Appreciate you, brother. My brother, I mean, appreciate you. Like I said, as you guys come in here, we're gonna type something in the chat. We're gonna shout you out by tagging you guys on Twitter. Please be so kind.
Wait. Hold on. See, we got some breaking news.
Breaking news right now.
Lord,
Hey, why your man Trump tweet out?
oh,
He said Iran can have nukes as long as they open the fucking Strait of Hormuz. Thank you very much, President Donald Trump.
He done bent the knee.
Oh,
He
man.
gave up. Hey, bro,
He just said, "Fuck it." Them fuckers wasn't gonna stop that shit. They closed the bitch down today.
Yeah, because they can't take it over without sending ground forces in.
Yeah, after the ceasefire,
y'all know what that is. Them motherfucking
what you call it?
The Republicans said, "Man, do you know gas is about to be $6 motherfucking dollars? Because we used to $6 in California and New York, but in Cincinnati, if you bring that gas up to like $5-6, nigga, this motherfucker gonna blow up."
Brother, it's $3 right now. If you bring that bitch up to $4 in bumfuck nowhere, Kansas,
it's already over 4 in Pennsylvania where I'm at. That's a small town.
It's slowly coming up on 3. All I know is
it's over 4.
You raise that bitch up to 4 in bumfuck nowhere, Kansas, where I'm at, buddy. These fuckers about to have a fit. Ain't nobody going to work.
Hey, TDR, tired of winning yet? But as you guys come in here, type something in the chat. Throw something in the chat. Help kids like we're gonna have a great show today. My God. Praise God. Praise God. That ain't gonna lie, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on here, man. Johnny, hold on.
All my motherfucking life, bro, I've never gave a fuck about politics until this nigga got up in there. I ain't never gave a fuck about politics.
Yeah. Shit, I ain't gonna lie.
You know you messed up when my brother Big Money in the politics.
Bruh. Nigga, every time I go to the motherfucking gas pump and to groceries, bruh, I think of him. I can't stop. I can't stop thinking about this nigga. Every fucking time I pray for a price of eggs, bro, I be like, this shit fucked up, man.
How much is eggs over there, Money?
A dozen of eggs is maybe $6-7.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of money. Shit.
I get mine for $3 because I go to a farm.
That's a lot of goddamn money. But Heath, nails. Everybody ain't got that luxury, brother.
Yeah, I know, bro.
This shit crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, this shit crazy, bro.
Like I said, I'm tagging you guys on Twitter. Be so kind to retweet it. Hold up. Y'all, we say y'all. We got Hills. We got who else? Missing somebody. Game trailers.
Game trailers, man. Come on now with my review code. I want my review code.
Oh man.
Come on now.
Review code of what?
Just because he remastering
his game.
Just because he remastering Pac-Man don't mean he knows.
That nigga
remastering. He remastering Minesweeper, the fucking computer game that you would play when your internet went out.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, man. The fucking game you would play to kill a little bit of time.
You ain't never getting that shit, Big
home
Money.
to the stove.
I'm just fucking.
Hold up. So I'm tagging you guys on Twitter, please. So kind of retweet it up. You pretty much see you guys live, real time crap.
Nigga, if you don't stop doing that blip shit,
let me
that
see.
shit get on my nerve now.
Pardon me? Hey man.
Let
me see. What do I miss? I better see you guys.
Hey, Big Money.
Huh?
Your man Tim Cook done stepped down.
Who?
Yeah.
Tim Cook.
Apple.
The CEO of Apple. He's 65 years old. He just stepped down.
Yeah, he stepped down today.
He been there for a while, ain't he?
Since Steve Jobs passed.
Yep.
Oh, she's not right there. All right. Well, let's see. Oh, so 1 second. Hold on, next gen.
Yeah, that last one didn't do so good, so they finally told him to get the fuck going.
The last what?
The last iPhone and the last refresh they did. It's been kind of stagnant.
At least one goddamn year.
The one thing Apple did do is they went cheaper now. Like they have like models now, the laptop and like the phone where they're cheaper.
Listen, I ain't gonna listen. Probably should have been dead or cheaper. You know what I mean? Hey, hold on.
Yeah, they finally did it.
Yeah.
I wish I can go back in time and invest in Apple and Microsoft. I'd probably be rich.
Yeah. Especially Apple at the beginning in the 80s, man. You throw fucking, you know, 10, 20 grand, let it sit.
So you get 500 let it slip. You be rich.
Yeah.
70 room, 40 insults, and hit the light. HP, what's up, HP? Hey, you can see the chat, Jerome?
Yeah, I got you.
Right here. We can start this. Let me get my phone.
Yo, see.
Yes, sir.
Borrowed $10.
Oh man.
Z, you a generous man. Hell, let me go ahead and slide me 30, brother. I'll get you back
Parker,
next
man.
Tuesday.
Parker ran over $10, man. Stall him out, y'all.
Hey,
oh man.
Hey, look here, Z. Look here. I don't have it today, but I'll kindly pay you Tuesday.
Yeah,
hey. Hey, real talk. Z would give me the $10, but he's scared ain't gonna come back.
Exactly. Hell, you know he can get the shirt off your damn back, hell. But he's scared that shirt might never come back.
Oh man.
He's scared I might move with that shirt.
You know what's so funny? I was over there in Plan B, and Rick brought that up, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, is Z and what's her name? How did he know about that? I wonder who told him that.
Oh,
he brought that up on his show.
Oh,
because he's like, man, I ain't gonna say nothing, but somebody owes somebody $10. I be like,
that's why big money. He's probably. I told you, Parker probably borrowed $10 from somebody over there too.
Wait, Parker borrowed $10.
He's probably in the chat right now. What are you talking about?
Exactly, with that damn burner account, Parker. I know you out there. Day 11.
Where you at, man? Hope all is well with you,
They all do.
Shout out to my brother Parker. Hope all is well with you, brother.
Man, fuck that boy.
It's almost that moonlight on both sides.
Hell, how about you actually earn it the right way, Parker? Take your ass on down to that damn street corner you belong at.
Yeah, I ain't no. Shout out to my bro. Hope all is well with him, man.
The hell with him. That damn thief.
Hope all is well with bro.
That's a damn thief.
Man, wow, man.
Two things I can't stand in this world, Z: a lie and a goddamn thief. And boy, he one of them.
Man, must start my brother out, man. My brother Parker.
Yeah. You got too big of Z. You got too much of a heart of gold. We've been telling you for the longest, brother. You got too much of a heart of gold.
One of these days, it's gonna pay off.
It's gonna pay off with you in the long run. Best believe. When you get up to them pearly gates, they ain't gonna judge your past transgressions. They just gonna let you right on in just based off your charity work that you've been doing for those at the broadband bullies, brother.
Man, slap the like button, man. Let's get this thing on 200 likes, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother, man. Oh, he might have ran off. I don't think he ran off, man. Yeah, he did kind of run off, but no. Somebody hopes he ain't sick. You know, Parker kind of old, man. Well, we in the hospital, no shit. Bro, kind of old.
What are you saying? He's senile?
No,
possibly senile? He forgot where to go?
Bro, might be fucking, shit. I don't know.
What, at the nursing home?
Somewhere, bro, might be somewhere. Shit,
probably on dialysis?
Oh shit, man, that nigga's wild. Yeah, man, so
he might. He could have caught COVID or something. I mean, kind of shit could have gone. He could have caught the flu that time of year too.
Yeah. What if he in cahoots with Grid? What if Grid is pulling the strings behind the scenes? Grid? Suppose he's still alive now. Suppose he done came back from the damn dead. They buried him. And then he broke out of his coffin.
Yeah, he on Twitter called it the Gaming Grit. He almost blocked that whole ass nigga. Yeah, man. But shout out to bro though, man. Hope all is well with him. Hold on. Oh, see something right quick. Shit. Here, tweet this out. Hold up. Oh, man. Hey, Jitty, can you catch it up? Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, Jitty got his mic muted. I don't know that.
Yeah, hey, man. Listen. I'm telling y'all what that boy doing, man. He waiting. Watch, you gonna hear from him between the 27th or the 3rd. That's when he get his check.
Yeah. He gonna pop up.
That's when you gonna hear from him.
Hey, LBK. Are you talking to him?
What's good, brother? What's happening?
Could you read the chat for me, brother? Shout everybody out for me, brother. If you can.
What they do?
I think we get his mic muted. Let's put it in the live and shout everybody out and get this thing cracking. I get a couple bills in it too. Couple of them goddamn things.
Orochi Flame.
Yes, sir.
Briarios.
Yes, sir. It's my brother.
We got Anonymous Boss.
Big Boss.
Dynamite J.
Dynamite J.
Veteran Lifestyle.
Veteran Lifestyle. My brother.
Let's see. LG Plays Games.
LG. My brother Lenny. My nigga named Lenny. No, he
King Reaper. Impatient Fire.
Impatient Fire.
Anthony Morris. Let me see. Freddie Wayne.
Freddie Wayne.
Ain't that Teddy? That's Teddy kinfolk.
No,
shit
hell
Wayne.
no. Hell no. Hell no. I'll be damned if I ever have some kinfolk like that. Fruit of the Loom ass motherfucker there.
Ghostface Killer. Let me see. Furious Legacy Gaming. My nigga Link.
Link.
Jackknife. Hold on, we got Anonymous Boss.
Link, you ain't been in here for a minute, man. What's up with you, fam? You all right?
Who?
Oh, Link. Yeah, Link ain't been here in a minute. Link ain't been here. I'm talking about with us.
He been in here muted and shit.
I'm in here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right there.
All right, we got Anonymous Boss with the 5. He say, bro, bless the church. These lights don't pay themselves. Yeah, buddy. Broadband bullies, let's go. And we got Anonymous Boss with a 10. Oh, he want J-Dub to read this, huh? I probably
muted, brother.
Alright, he say, J-Dub, please read my super chat. Yeah, buddy. Salute Z. J-Dub, Heath, Big Money, Teddy, and Freddie Wayne. And you fuck niggas in the chat. This is a sickness of the highest order. Bless the church. Best show on YouTube.
Appreciate you, brother. With the kind words.
Fucks with it, brother. Alright, we got Alizé in here.
That's my man. Ali, he in here? Shout out to bro. I ain't seen bro in a minute.
Man, I know one thing. That better not be no nigga named no Alizé,
yeah,
brother.
That's my
Please
man.
tell me that ain't no brother.
Don't tell me. He from down under, Australia, if I'm not mistaken. Alizé 187.
Hey, bro, I know you from down under, but change that name, man. Women drink Alizé in America, brother. I don't know how y'all do it down there. God damn it, Teddy. Y'all, I'm telling you, man, please change the name, brother. Change the name.
We got Johnny J with the 10. He say, yo, what's good with y'all?
Hey, Johnny J. Come on, bro. When I tell you the date, man, go get our fat asses in the park. Go finish out your day off, nigga. I don't hear nothing. Man, niggas clocking out of that age, man.
HPMP.
My brother.
Claire Buzz. Swordfish.
My brother.
Hey Z. AZ.
You
know I love my Texas brother LBK.
Yeah,
but
good,
I'm gonna have to take it from here, brother.
Texas reading over there, boy.
Please
West
do.
Texas reading ain't there.
Please do. You got me fucked up, Daddy. We ain't doing that.
Hey, we got Impatient Fire in the house. We got Anonymous Boss. What's good? Freddie Wayne. Oh man, Freddie Wayne he ain't doing shit today. That's why he here. Steezy Bone. Ghost, my brother Ghost. Hope you're doing good.
We got objective gaming in the house. Parker in the house.
What? We got my brother Parker.
Objective gamer. You should ain't no stock account, no tribute account or something.
Oh man.
You finally gonna show your fucking head? You finally gonna show your thumb? Come on.
Hey, bro said surprise.
I'm
surprise.
Come on up in here. Oh man.
Yeah.
LBK got Joe.
Blazer RPT in the house. Drips in the house was good. Alizé was good. She's talking about Z praising Jesus after that diabetic coma. Oh man. Yeah, Forrest Emerald in the house. We got Anonymous Boss with the $10. J-Dub, please read my super chat. Yeah, buddy. Salute to Z, J-Dub, Heat, Big Money, Teddy, Freddie Wayne, and you fuck niggas in the chat. 100. We said this is a sickness of the highest order. Bless the church. Best show on YouTube. Big facts, brother.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you. James Williams in the house. Game of Despair.
What's up, my brother James? James Williams.
Yeah, infamous. Phil Bosch. Y'all know this is a family-friendly show. We got James Williams in the house. And Bernadette gonna be here pretty soon, I bet. Swordfish in the house. Link, what's good? Cliff. Johnny J in the house with the $10. What's good? What's good, my brother? God to your greatness with the $5. There's a video of parking moving like a J and not suitable for work. Oh man. Oh man, he wrong for that. Jetstream in the house is good. Yeah, we good. We good so far. Y'all know what time it is. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. We still battling. You know what I'm saying? We still broadband bullies battling with Pastor Joe channel. You know what I'm saying? We trying to see who can get the most views.
You trying to put it as a sorry motherfucker out of business. All right. I say lend y'all powerful hands. Help us put that sorry sack of shit out of business. That way he come groveling back to the broadband bullies.
Oh, man.
Hey man, I would like to say something before we start the show. And this ain't no disrespect to my nephew and no disrespect to Jada, because it's really fall on Z. I don't get mad about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But Z always call you to call out the names. Now I know that's the original plan. No, nigga, don't say it when I say something about it.
You know you got that low ass
don't say when I say something about it.
You got that
really
low ass
makes
flip
me
phone.
mad. Yeah, that really
You know
makes
you
me
got
mad.
that Obama
But I'm
phone.
just saying.
That motherfucker.
Now I'm just saying, where am I on the list when it's called? If J-Dub ain't here, nephew ain't here, where I'm on the list?
Hey, yo, you gonna do it tomorrow? You can also do it.
Oh man.
Okay, then.
Big money. Big money.
What about me? What about me?
You know you got that flip phone.
Now, see what the truth is, he probably saying to himself, Big Money probably can't read that good. So let me go with the motherfucker that can read.
No. Hey, Big Money. He said you right behind Pastor Joe. Oh man.
That's fucked up. Now that's real fucked up. That's real fucked up.
Buddy. Hold on, better see you guys live in the
Oh
meantime.
man.
Hold on. Like I said, can we slap the like 1 HP, my brother? Oh, hey, what's up, Amira? Harris?
What up, bro?
My peoples. Appreciate you. Slap the like button. My peoples there in real life. So anyway, so we got first. You got check one of the Jim Ryan fires Yoshida.
Yeah, let's get that out. Let's get the.
We knew that was it. We knew that was the truth from back then.
When the shit came down the goddamn the line wire. Well, now real shit. I said, wait. First off, let me get the chip on my screen here too. But anyway, so when he first, was whatever to any, I said it was before then, or I think it was before then, because back when when I was doing the show with what's a guy named David Jaffe. Anyway, we had some conversations behind the scene. We said there was some big shakeups over there at Sony, and you say they were letting a lot of motherfuckers go. A lot of people didn't like the new thing they was going with. And come to find it, he was one of the guys that wasn't with that. It's coming out now. You know what I mean? But hold up, he said he's talking now. He said bro was basically he said he was fired. Let me get you on my screen. Said he was fired because he wouldn't listen to him. You know what I mean? And I'm going to get you guys' thoughts about that.
You know what that is? You know what that is?
As he
should. You know what that is, yo? Right. The messed up shit about that is that white man came in there and tried to change them Japanese ways, and that man wasn't having it, so he got him up out of there.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
Share my screen right here. You guys should see it. Hold up. Yeah.
They tried to change the way of the Shogun.
That make my stomach ache, bro. I hate to hear that shit.
Yeah, hold on.
Hey, bro. You know the messed up thing?
It's not surprising considering what Jim Ryan was doing.
Hey, listen. You know the messed up thing is why you get rid of the man that gave us God of War?
That was
because he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't go along.
Yeah. Hey, Z, you were saying that shit back then. You were saying it back then.
That's how. Just like when there's a big shakeup at a company, like Matt, just with all this shit with Asha. The only one still there is Matt Booty. Why? Because he's going along with it. He don't care. The rest of them.
No, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, and what Z's saying is you got rid of somebody that gave us one of the greatest games that we've ever had. Like you don't get rid of a mind like that. You don't get rid of someone who has that expertise. Like they're arguing with you for a reason. No, I understand that. But what I'm saying is
because he knows.
they arguing with you for a reason. They arguing with you because they understand the direction you need to go in to get the same result that you want. You trying to do some whole other shit that ain't working, and what we end up finding out is the shit ain't work like that.
Okay.
If you're not
Hey,
listen,
bro.
if I'm the boss, right? I got promoted to be the boss, and you not listening to me. You mean I'm just supposed to sit there and let you not listen to me and not go with the direction they chose me, not you?
Thank you. Thank you.
No, I understand that. I understand that.
Let me
I
get you
don't care if you
Go ahead, Big
delivered.
Money.
You delivered.
Let me just say this.
Hey,
back in the day.
J-Dub, this time I can't roll with you on this one, J-Dub. I can't roll with you on this one, bro. Can't roll with you on this one, bro. Listen,
break this nigga joke.
I forgot the dude name, but the dude that did the 2016, that's one of the things he talked about. I believe he got pushed out too. He didn't just leave. He got pushed out too. He wasn't on that live service shit. He wasn't on that live service shit. Like, bro, listen.
No, but Sean Layden was the reason our games went to PC. So you got to be careful who you celebrate.
Because
he said specifically out of his own mouth that he wanted games to go to PC because he didn't feel like it'd be too many people that would not buy a PlayStation. That was directly his
J-Dub, live service and going to PC.
Oh man,
man, look. If they gave me a choice of the two, I'd do PC all day. This live service shit wasn't worth a motherfucking damn. Listen, I think what happened, one half of the company wanted to go live service, and the other half wanted to keep it like it was. Bro, listen, that argument me and you always have about what was the best generation, PS4. Come in. Or PS4 or PS5. Come in.
Oh
yeah. Hold on. You said what? Go ahead. What?
Hey, J-Dub.
No.
I understand what you say. I understand what you're saying about the boss thing, but look at it like this. And listen. I understand him. I'm gonna give you the best example possible. The CEO of Take-Two that took over. He came out and he said when he had that investor call, he was on whatever that Squawk Box shit. He was like, understand the importance of what we're doing, so I don't get in the way of the people who understand it better than me. I just give them the tools that they need to give me the product that I'm going to sell to you. Basically, he's saying that, yes, I'm the new boss, but I understand that because they've been here before me, I'm not going to switch things up to take them away from giving me a product that I know everybody wants.
But Yoshida wasn't there before Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan was always there. Right? Remember, both of them were at the company since the beginning. So you got two OGs. Now, the company, the shareholders, and the CFO and all those, they could have picked Sean Layden. They could have picked Shuhei Yoshida, but they chose Jim Ryan. The company chose Jim Ryan. Right? Whether us gamers like it or not, they chose Jim Ryan. Now, we like to look at a person's background and see what have they done. And so we remember the good old days. Oh, God of War 2018. Yoshida did this and they did that. Okay, cool. Sean Layden did this and Sean Layden did that. Okay, cool. But remember, Jim Ryan, right? He, during his tenure, I mean, let's face it, neither one of these guys has failed with PlayStation. They both ran PlayStation at the top, right? They both ran it at the top. Even when Jim Ryan was there. Jim Ryan, right? He was over PlayStation fighting against a $4 trillion corporation and still came out on top. Now, you might not like him personally for whatever reason, but from a business standpoint, that dude's in court every day talking about, this, you know what I'm saying? This is going to put out his business. Y'all got to help us with this. Was he pump faking? Absolutely. That's what a CEO is supposed to do. You're supposed to say, if Card leaves, we done. We done as a company. You're supposed to do that. He did what they paid him to do. And at the same time...
Listen, my thing is,
get off his nuts.
Oh, man.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that part. I'm just talking about like when
Wait, did
they want
Freddie
to
Wayne
convention.
just tell somebody to get off somebody's nuts?
Yeah, he said,
Mr.
"Yo, he's
Nuts
nuts."
I did.
is
Yeah, he did.
I did.
Tell that whole
Mr.
ass
T,
I sure
Mr.
Tell
did.
him
He
again,
said
Freddie.
truth.
Mr.
Phil Spencer did the same dumb shit. Like, what are you talking about?
Mr. RTG,
Okay.
Mr.
They all
RTG
do.
group.
No,
Yeah,
but
but you
Freddie and
listen,
Jim
man.
Ryan for making bad decisions. Get out of here with that
Yeah, well,
nonsense.
listen,
okay,
man.
but
Listen, I'm kind of side with Big Money on this one here, man. I ain't gonna
That's
lie,
fine.
because Yoshida was the man, bro. Like that nigga
yeah,
gave us God of War,
listen.
and,
Yeah.
and arguably, listen, it could arguably be said that the exclusives hasn't been as good since he's been here, since he left. Sorry, since
Hey,
he left.
Z,
Yep.
Z, listen.
Absolutely.
You know that
You can make a correlation.
old saying. You know that old saying.
Exactly.
If it ain't broke,
Yeah,
don't fix it.
yeah.
Like, but that was it. Like, why go away from the PS? Now, the price of the
PS4 was the most
PS3
ever
that
had,
was
yeah.
fucked up.
Mhm.
Yeah, but the end of the PS3 and the whole of the PS4 was. How do you go from selling buildings to owning the world?
Yeah.
Like the
Under
PS4
him.
owned the world.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, it reminded me of the Walkman day. A lot of you niggas wasn't even born then, but it reminded me of the Walkman day. You couldn't walk in not one motherfucking house and not see a Sony product. That's how it was with the PS4. You couldn't walk in nobody's house and not see a PS4. They
It's the same
owned
thing
the
with
world.
the
Same thing with
PS5.
PS2.
No,
It's the
but
same thing
still,
with the
when they
PS5.
got to that live
I didn't
service
know.
Same thing with
shit,
the PS2.
when they
though.
got to that live service shit, I'm not gonna lie. When we was battling against Post Up, me and you, man, we didn't have nothing for that 12. He said, nigga, y'all about to
Slap
have
the like
12
button.
motherfucking live service in a year.
He sure
Like,
did.
he killed us with that,
Hold
J
on.
Dub. He killed us with that.
He sure did.
He killed us with that
Big
shit
money.
because I did not want
Big
that
money.
shit, bro. I was
Big
like,
money.
oh my God, this nigga
Big
right.
money. Big money. I keep telling you, it's okay to lose the battle as long as you lose the war. Where is
Lose the
Post
war.
Up right
Wait,
about now?
wait.
Versus where are
He
you?
said win the war.
Why y'all always say that? Why y'all gotta talk him off the ledge?
Wait, hold the fuck
You're
on
still
right
Y'all
now.
always
Big
gotta
Money,
talk
and he
Big
hasn't
Money off
yet,
the ledge.
Listen,
You're
Big
still
Money.
Swing for the fences.
Big money. Hold on, big money. We won the war, right? They may have
Oh
won
my
that
God.
particular battle with live service, but you are still here today with the PS5 almost surpassing PS4. And then where's my
Slap the
brother
like
Post
button.
Up right now, right? He is nowhere to be found, but Big Money is here. J Dub is here. I keep telling you, brother, stick with me, brother, until I fail. I
Oh
will
my
not
God.
fail you.
No, but no, I understand that. I understand.
Oh,
All I'm saying is that time that day we was battling him on that, he was absolutely right because the PlayStation fans did not want that shit. They did not want it. They
Yeah.
did not want it, bro. They just didn't want it.
Well, hold on. Let me read this thing here at the top part here, and we can take it. It says Shohei Yoshida says he was fired from being head of PlayStation for first party by Jim Ryan because he didn't listen to him. I helped Sony. I helped Sony Monica make God of War. We just talking about God of War. Naughty Dog make Uncharted and The Last of Us, and Sucker Punch make the beautiful Ghost of Tsushima. It was one of the last games that I worked on as president as Worldwide Studios. But in 2019, after 11 years leading first party development, I was fired from the role. Jim Ryan wanted to remove me from first party because I didn't listen to him. He asked to do some ridiculous things, and I said no. Then he said, "Yeah, we were just talking about God of War. So, I gave you niggas God of War, Ghost of Tsushima. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, Uncharted, The Last of Us.
AZ.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
AZ, that was my whole point of what I was trying to
Yeah,
get across.
yeah.
Like I understand Jim Ryan and them been there for a minute, but my thing is
I'll just say one thing. So Sony
go
to take over the
ahead.
world. So Sony, think you Saint Jerome? They take over the world. It wouldn't take over the world without those titles that he worked on. PlayStation, regardless of don't PlayStation 4, Sony.
What was PlayStation before him?
Yeah, what I'm saying, listen, the PS4 generation was their most successful generation ever, right? We can all agree on that, right?
No, this
it wasn't
generation is their most
up until now. But I'm saying it was their most successful ever that they ever had. Sold more games. They leading leading Nintendo. They leading Xbox. You know what I mean? Cool. And again, and like I said, on the back of those games, yes, the Last of Us series, and all this stuff, which he contributed to. Like I said, he gave us God of War Game of the Year. Like Rose said, that one he told. I always ask this question, like, who are you gonna put in that spot? When he asked, he said, "Yo, when somebody Corey Boyle up with him, said, no, that ain't it. Put this shit back in the oven." Because he knew, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to replace something like somebody like that, bro. Like, I don't give a how you spend it. Like, that's knowledge, man. Like,
and
Because most people
that's
will
my whole
just blow
point.
smoke up your ass. They won't
Listen,
tell you the truth.
and that's my whole point. My whole point is that he came in there. They had a direction that they wanted to go, and I'm not bringing Xbox up to hold on. I'm not bringing Xbox up to get them in the conversation. But this is one thing that Xbox was doing. They were going in that direction. And these businesses, they sit down at tables and they know it well. Everybody else on what they're doing, and they figured, you know what? Maybe if we go in that direction with our momentum, we can kind of try to take some of that market for them. We didn't want none of that shit. We didn't want live service games. We didn't want none of that stuff. We wanted the same thing we've been getting because that's what we've been getting from y'all, what y'all is good at. That's what he came in and he tried to do. That's why Yoshida was like, "No, I'm not doing that, bro, because that's not gonna work." And now when you look at it, look at how they getting rid of all of this stuff. They getting rid of all of these studios. They going back to what makes Sony Sony, which is single player games and good exclusive content, good brand deals or good bundles like bundling with Grand Theft Auto. They going back to the thing that made them what they are. Live service shit is not them. That's PC and Xbox. Like that's their thing. Let them have it. And that's why. And that's I guarantee you, in my personal opinion, that's why Yoshida was like, "Nah, bro, I'm not doing that," and that's why he got rid of him.
Yeah. I guess so. We can like I ain't gonna lie. Like how you say, Sony looking across the pond. I guess every company wants their own successful live service games that continue to make money while they sleep, right? You know what I mean? You know, and how you say those come. You know, it's like finding a fully clover doing a rainbow. Like they hard to come by. You know what I mean? Now everybody's going to have to hit that. You know what I mean? Don't when they did a good thing. Well, I guess with Helldivers because you don't have anything out there in the market like that. You know what I mean? But like I don't know. Like you know, like I think. Well, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Real talk. And do you think things were better under Jim Ryan or better now? I'm sorry, Yoshida. You think things were PlayStation was better under Yoshida? Better now.
Way better. Way
Yoshida.
better.
Yoshida.
Way better.
All day. Yoshida all day. You know the crazy. You know the crazy thing is. You know the crazy thing is. I guarantee you, Yoshida wouldn't have let them push these prices to this max like this. He would have tried to keep it somewhat affordable for people understanding where they come from.
I'm gonna give you guys a spin on it, right? They've been. I think PlayStation, real talk, because that was just being because you don't let that go. Like that's fresh ego there. You know what I mean? I could probably let that man be there forever before you even think come to the company, and he got you where you at, right? So, in my opinion, I think Sony better be lucky that Xbox was so shit to bed this generation, and
exactly.
And you know they had no competition otherwise. Like you know what I mean? Because had they had like you know what I mean? Like this is like like.
This was a lot of missteps this generation for PlayStation.
I said that when it happened. I said, you know, they could say he was there 30 years. He want to retire. Nah, man, you don't make. They made that nigga the king of indies. Like that's come on here, man. Like that was like you don't do that, bro. Honestly, I would rather they just let him go. Whatever, you know, I know it's financial situation.
You fucking keep him around just for morale sakes, just because he's one of them dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that made that nigga the king of goddamn.
Like you don't let him go.
Yeah, that's
right. Because the studios are comfortable with him, so yeah, you just can't throw him out.
Listen, I don't know if you guys remember. And again, this was back a couple of years ago, back to 2019, when I was doing the shows, whatever, with David Jaffe or whatever. And I'm saying, you know, we heard some behind the scenes shit. You know, there was some shakeups going in Sony, and like I say, the fabric of what PlayStation is changing. You know what I mean? And this was one of the things.
And he didn't like how them people.
Remember they closed down. SE was the Sony. You know, their first studio. They closed them down. A lot of integral people inside the company that make PlayStation lost their jobs. You know what I mean? And you know, Yoshida was one of them. You know, not for nothing. Without, you know, he was still there when we were messy. You know, same, but you know, like that's fucked up.
I think the difference, like when, because I know I think after the PlayStation 3, they started moving their main office over to America. You know what I mean? Because they started losing ground to Nintendo over there in Japan. But Japan is still running shit. But my thing was with them, with Sony, in this whole situation, like I said, with that dude that did the 2016, when he first talked about that, I was like, And when he started talking about what we talked about last time with the balloon prices and stuff like that, for the games. But he also mentioned that I can remember him distinctly mentioning that about he wasn't, he wasn't feeling his live service shit. He just wasn't feeling it. And I think they knew the pulse of the Sony fan. Jim Ryan came in there, and I think Americans, they think strictly business. Japanese guys, they think business and being close to the fan. And, they were way close.
He was just worried about the
Tradition. A big money. I think you're trying to say tradition, things that are passed down with their culture. Like I don't know if I'm saying it wrong, or whatever. But that's how they operate. Like they won't do certain things just for money. You get what I'm saying? Like they operate a certain way. And
yeah, they have a very honor
you
culture over there.
You 100% right, big money.
Yeah, but these dudes, these white dudes over here, but they just think about the money. They Wall Street dudes. They Wall Street dudes, and they just come in. They just worried about the money. Yeah, they just worried about the money, man.
Yep, just make the shareholders happy and everything's okay.
But that honestly, that's every that's every company.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
let me ask you a question, J-Dub. Do you think things were better under Yoshida or better now?
Here we go.
I don't know. But see, here's the thing. I'm a businessman. So if you're asking me from a businessman perspective, clearly they're in a better shape now because they make more money than they ever had. They're worth more now than they ever had. Right? That's my business sense. If you ask me from a gamer standpoint, I like Yoshida.
From a phony
right?
standpoint.
Freddie Wayne. Go whisper somewhere behind some dude walking.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, JW, you got it.
But from a gamer standpoint, I'm gonna still stand on this. I still think that this is a better overall generation for gaming from PlayStation wise. Than last generation. And I explained myself before, it's because the first 3 years was what they call sparse. Everybody was laughing and giggling and all that shit. And we tend to forget things like that, right? We only, your brain only want to see the good things. You don't remember the bad times. You only want to remember the good times and the good times associated with the person. You don't remember the bad times. And so if you only want to remember the bad times like the good times like God of War and Horizon and stuff like that, then absolutely. But if you want to sum it up in a whole, right, out of 7 years, you had 3 years with very little games that even made a difference until you start getting it. Then you got to take that 4 years and compare it against this 4 years, or in this time period. And so I'll choose this one. Now again, I'll choose Yoshida over Jim Ryan or Herman Hulse or any of those guys. I don't really care about the executives. I care about the hardware. I care about the games and the services and shit like that. And PS5 since day one hadn't let me down yet. Even right now with the Pro, you know what I'm saying, battling it out. I mean, you beat Nintendo up. You've dominated, Xbox where they don't even talk about them anymore. And now you got fucking the Pro going neck and neck with people. Like, we finna get ready to run the PC dudes out of business. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, that has to go for something. That has to say something, right? And I get it. We all have our favorites. We all have our nostalgia thinking and stuff like that. But given everything that done transpired all through COVID, through price hikes because of tariffs and all this stuff, PlayStation is still that place to be, man. We finna get, Marvel Token Fighters. We finna get Intergalactic. We finna get Wolverine. We finna get Phantom Blades. We finna, like, come on, man. What are we doing here?
That's still late. But J-Dub, that's still late in the life. That's still late in the life cycle, though. When you really think about it.
But listen, did you hear what I said?
I heard
the
you.
First 3 years of Flash Gen, we called it sparse, right? We only start getting the good stuff in the last 4 years, the latter part. Well, guess what? We're 6 years in, right? We've been getting games since day one. We had never stopped getting games. We've been getting games since day one, since they dropped Miles Morales and then everything else that didn't drop. You know what I'm saying? So those are not light things. Now they may not be like obviously God of War 2018, right? That was brand new. That was brand new from the ground up, and that came out of nowhere. Right, I get it. That was a defining moment in gaming, and I get it. I will give it. I will give that generation that. I will give that generation a bunch of other stuff. But let's not act like this generation we ain't been getting some fire shit. Like again, I think years from now, when this generation over, we're gonna be able to look back and then since we'll be out of the generation, we're gonna be able to compare. But now that we're still in this generation, I think that's why you just by default people just go back with the tried and true, something that's already over.
One of the biggest things too is this which we all take for granted now is the load screen shit. Go back and plug a PS4 in and play a fucking game on that. You won't do it. Like that's a big difference.
But those are the features that define this generation, right? That's the hardware. Like this generation is defined, right, by no loading screens. It's defined by 3D audio. It's defined by minimum of 60 FPS. It's defined by PSSR upscaling and shit like that. That's defined this generation. What defined last generation?
Resume auto HDR.
I mean, because think about it. If we ask ourselves, what defined the last generation?
The games.
Yeah, but we've always had good games. Every single generation. The reason
features weren't as big.
The reason why PlayStation has always been number one in gaming is because of the games. So every generation, it hadn't been a generation that didn't have the great games, right? So they're all, I always would say that they're all kind of, that's just what Sony do, right? That's kind of, they make those type of games that everyone love and adore, and they're going to keep doing that. But
I just think you don't get rid of. I just don't think they could have found a way to work together so you can still keep that expertise there. You get what I'm saying?
Did you hear what Z said?
I understand why he fired him.
Did you hear what Z
listening?
said?
They have to.
Z said insubordination, you're gonna get fired.
Fired him because he wouldn't listen. Now let me ask you this, AP. If you're the boss of your job and you got an employee that's not listening to you, are you mean to tell me you don't keep this guy around just because he mopped the floors better than somebody else?
No. Listen. Hold on, J-Dub. Now listen. I agree. Hold on. I agree with you to a certain extent. Hold on. I agree with you to a certain extent. My thing is if I'm coming in as a new executive at this company that I'm new to, then I understand why he can make that decision to do that. But if you are a part of this company and I come in, let me say it like this: if I come in and I'm listen, hold on. If I come in and I'm level-headed and I understand that this person has a level of expertise that I don't understand about this company, like we can sit down and have a conversation to figure out why it's not working. Why you don't want to do what I think we should do. Tell me why. Like here's the thing. But hold on. You're not here. Well, no. That's see you taking it in a different direction. You taking it in a different direction. This is why some companies keep good. This is why some companies keep good people when they prosper, and this is why companies fall because they get rid of good people and they don't prosper because they don't know how to talk to people.
You can't keep them around. You can't
because of ego.
You're not. First off, you never let me finish saying what I was saying. All I was saying was if it was me. You asked me about me. I said if it was me, I would try to see what the issue is and why you don't want to do certain things. If we can figure it out, okay, cool. You know what? Fuck it. It ain't gonna work. Then it ain't gonna work. But what I'm saying is there's a reason behind it. Like if this man was there and he helped usher in a wave of things that help you build to the point of getting a PS5.
Like that's what it was. Like they
I ain't about to argue.
he wasn't going along with.
I ain't
the
about to argue
service
with you
shit.
niggas.
Listen,
Like, come on, man. That's what it was.
Me, J-Dub. Like he got a business. I've had a business. I understand it. If it's
I
just
understand what AP is talking about.
if it's just a person that's blatantly
if
it's just a person that's blatantly disrespecting me and not doing the simple things that I'm asking them to do, then yeah, you get rid of them. Nigga, I told you to mop the floor. You don't want to do it? Okay, get out. I can get somebody else. But if this is somebody who's been here, who has helped this company make millions and millions and millions of dollars, and I come in and I'm going completely veering off a left joke, going off the cliff, and he like, no, I'm not doing that, Larry, like that. We shouldn't do that like this. This is why. I want to sit down and hear this person out of why. Let's see if we can come to an agreement. But if you telling me fuck you to my face, then yeah, you gotta go. And I guarantee you that's not what it was. It was Jim Ryan. It was Jim Ryan. It was Jim Ryan.
Have a choice.
It was Jim Ryan ego versus Yoshida.
It was Jim Ryan coming in there saying, "Man, you got to do what I tell you to do, and if you don't do it, you're out of here."
Yeah,
that's not
how that works. He was listening to the stockholders.
That's not how that works, bro. That's not how that works.
Can I get a word in?
There's a reason they have titles, right? Chief Executive Officer, the CEO, right? Everybody, he's the top guy. You can't tell me nobody under him gets to tell him what to do and what they not gonna do.
Yeah,
that ain't how that works. You don't take the owner of a company and then get to, I don't care who you are or what. That ain't how that works.
Listen, so I understand that. Because
hold on. Now I'm gonna get my word in. Goddamn. I hate cutting y'all off like that. Goddamn. But can anybody, did Ryan ever come out and make a statement saying that he was insubordinate? Because y'all going around with words.
Yoshida did.
Yoshida basically told on himself.
Let me finish.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me finish.
I thought you was asking us a question, Big Money. Jesus Christ.
But I'm still talking, nigga. I was still talking.
Let him
Jesus,
finish.
I asked a question and still talking.
Let him finish.
Okay, now, now. If that's not out there, now I'm hearing these statements from Yoshida. I've seen nothing from Jim Ryan. Now, until Jim Ryan comes out and says, hey, the reason I fired him is because he's insubordinate. I'm not finna keep going off of what we heard on the internet.
No,
but I've seen Yoshida
from the
actually,
internet.
when people said they said Yoshida said these statements.
Yeah.
I didn't see nothing from Jim Ryan. That's all I'm saying. We throwing around.
But it came from Yoshida himself.
It's common sense. If Yoshida said he didn't listen,
actually said
insubordination.
Yeah. He said it.
He was on a podcast and he was talking about it. Yes, he said it himself. That's his own words. He said that's why. We're not going off a rumor. Yoshida said
this
that
ain't no rumor.
I will have to look at. I want to look at them statements against it.
Look at it.
Hold on. Yeah, pull them up. Z, I got to see that.
He don't want to believe it. He don't want to believe it.
This Negro.
Hey Z,
because I can't see him. Him saying
he don't trust your article.
Him saying that I got fired, and then he say, "Yeah, I was insubordinate." That just don't sound right.
Yoshida says he was fired from being the head of PlayStation. First party about Jim Ryan because he didn't listen to him. I helped Santa Monica make God of War, Naughty Dog make Uncharted, and The Last of Us and Sucker Punch make the beautiful Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima was one of the last games that I worked on as a president of Worldwide Studios. But in 2019, after 11 years leading first-party development, I was fired from the role. Jim Ryan wanted me removed from first party because I didn't listen to him. He asked to do some ridiculous things, and I said no. Yes.
There you go. That's insubordination.
You know what? That's that. You know, within within that context, bro, it sounds like more of a he disagreed with the future of. But goddamn, can I finish it? He's saying what I'm saying.
He's saying what he's saying.
I get it.
Let the man talk.
I get it, but yeah, it's crazy when we cut each other off like that. That's all. But yeah, like I said,
I'm sorry, big man. I ain't mean to cut you off, brother.
Yeah, but I think
just
in the context that they had and the discussion they had, to me, it seems more like, hey man, this is direction we going. Are you with it? Nah, I'm not with that shit, bro. I'm just not with it.
We don't know what the context was outside of Yoshida saying, "I ain't listen to the motherfucker." And
I said
if you
no.
go, if you work, hold on, if you work a 9 to 5, right, and you don't listen to your boss, what do you think is gonna happen? You think he's just gonna say, "Hey man, but you work so good
Nothing.
and you've produced some, and
Nothing.
you no, they're not gonna
I got a
fire you,
union.
They're
bro."
gonna
I got
fire
a
you.
union, bro. They can't fire me.
Yeah, but not everybody has fucking unions. Don't do
Man.
that.
First of all, they put him in that position. I remember us doing a show about this when he got demoted, and I'm like, wow, why would they put when they want you to leave the company, they put you in a position like that so you'll leave.
That's what they
Because
do.
you'll be like, that's fucked up. That's way beneath me. You gonna put me in that position?
Yeah.
So that's one. Like, cause
Yeah,
I
it's called
remember us
demotion.
doing the show. They've been trying to push him out, bruh. He like now, even though he might have said, yeah, I wasn't listening, but in the beginning, he was just disagreeing with the way the company was going. And they was already trying
We
to
don't know
push him
that.
out by putting him in that fucked up ass
It was probably
position.
You
the
don't know
game
that, Big Money.
service.
You're assuming
We
something that ain't
how
true.
with
How
big
the fuck
money.
you go from being the CEO to being the fucking king of indies? Like, come on, y'all.
Because I'm gonna tell you
Yeah, that's
how.
Come
I'm gonna
on
tell you
now.
Hey
how.
yo,
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
yeah,
you
tell
yeah,
wanna
you
know?
yeah. You
how.
got a
You
point
know
with
the
that.
crazy thing. Hey,
If
Z,
you
you
don't
know the
listen to
crazy
your
thing.
boss, that's gonna
Hey,
happen.
Z,
That's
AZ,
right.
you know the crazy thing though. But
Yeah.
look at it. They got rid of him all these years ago, and look at the position they back in right now. They going back to
Yep.
no PC, no live
Oh,
service.
the shit he
They
was against.
doubling,
Yep.
tripling down.
Yeah,
They
Yoshida.
doubling, tripling
Yoshida.
down
They had
on
to
the
do what the
thing.
shareholders wanted.
They doubling and tripling down on the thing that
That he
made
wanted.
them
Yeah.
what
Make
they
them
were.
work.
Yeah.
okay.
Period.
Can I say this? Can I say this?
You got a point with that one. He
And,
got a
and,
point with
and
that one. He got a point with that one.
let me say this, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
Okay, Jelly
there's
Boy.
there's a reason, right, that most gamers aren't executives
Oh man.
at these companies.
Oh
There's a
man.
Oh
reason
shit.
why.
Oh
Oh
shit.
man.
The
Hear
Man,
me
entire
out.
man,
panel.
these
Oh
Oh
black
man,
man.
they don't
dudes,
not like
Hear me
that.
out.
these black
Oh
No
dudes.
man.
shade, no shade, no
Oh, you
shade.
A
Hear
throwing
me
lot of
out
hella
shades.
though.
A lot of
shade.
shades. A lot of shade.
No shade.
Oh
I'm
shit.
just saying that there's a reason.
Jada throwing low
Uh,
blows.
Yeah,
Jada throwing
yeah, yeah.
low
no,
Put a
no,
blows.
no,
bunch of
no, no,
niggas
no,
in
no,
there.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, come on,
No,
brother.
Let me
listen to
Jay
check
me.
out
Dub.
this
Come
new
on.
shit.
No. You gotta listen to me. Listen to me.
Oh.
No shade, but listen. There's a reason why gamers like us are not in those particular positions. And
We don't know
that's
shit.
because no, listen.
Another
Not
shot.
listen.
Man, not
We
like this,
may
brother
we,
Jay
we
Dub.
may we may say, hey, listen, we know what kind of games gamers want. We know what kind of this and that.
Damn, he basically
Then
telling
if
y'all
you're an
just shut up and
executive,
pick up
you
the
can say,
controller.
okay, hold on. No. First thing as an executive, you say, okay, you know what kind of
Yeah,
gamers
gamers
that
want
gamers
baby
want?
steps.
Well, show me. Hold on. Listen. Well, hold on. Shut up, Freddie.
Spicy niggas.
Um, yeah, it's always the spicy niggas, bro.
What?
But
Oh, yeah, man.
It's
you
always
know,
the
No,
spicy niggas. Spicy
always
niggas.
it's
I
no.
hate
always the
the
spicy
spicy
niggas.
niggas.
Hey man, would y'all quit talking while somebody else talking? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Shit, Freddie. But like I was saying, the reason why is because a lot of times we don't see the bigger picture. In a corporation, they care about profits. Do they care about product? Absolutely, because the product is what sells to actually make the profits, right? But all day, every day, the profits is always going to be there. The money has to be people. People invest millions, if not billions, of dollars into these corporations. That's how the corporation get its value, right? The corporation go and make these products, sell them, and give the investors back, their money. That's how this shit works. So if you can say, hey, listen, I know what's a good game. Okay, cool. You probably know what the greatest games and you probably know how to make and what every gamer is looking for. But if that shit don't give us money, right? If that shit don't give us back money, if that don't give us the returns that we need to keep the lights on and keep this bitch coming, it doesn't matter. And I think sometimes we have to
listening. He's still talking.
Shut the fuck up, Freddie.
Oh man.
Thanks, babe.
This nigga disrespectful.
This man out
Shut
here
the
sucking
fuck
dick
up,
on live
seriously.
goddamn radio.
it's always the Tinkerbells.
Fucking slurpopotamus up there.
Sassy as hell.
Fucking slurpopotamus up there. What the fuck is wrong with you, Freddie?
Hold on here, man.
Nasty bitch.
Look,
You about as worse as Parker.
Look, let me prove a point, right? Y'all seen what just happened to Xbox over the last 3 generations, right? They love Phil's dirty draws. Why? Because they claim he was a gamer. But Phil's a gamer. He's a gamer. Sarah's not a gamer. Asha's not a gamer. Well, Phil, what happened with Phil, right? He was the gamer. But this motherfucker didn't bring in the revenue. He didn't bring in the profits that he needed to. And that led ultimately to his exactly. And then on top of that, bringing in the game. Of course, on top of that, bringing in the game. So that was a double L. So sometimes, for example, I am not a fan of Jim Ryan by any means. But then again, I'm not really a fan of pretty much any executive, right? I'm a fan of the studios and their products. That's what PlayStation Nation is about. But at the end of the day, you got to deal with the shareholders. You got to deal with the numbers. Every goddamn quarter, we get up on here, me and Big Money, we get to read these numbers and looking at these stats. We see PlayStation's in the positive in the hardware. They're in the positive in software subscription. They're in the positive of this and that and all kind of stuff. Always in the positive, right? Okay, when we go to Xbox, right? The gamer who's running the division and who's running the company, that motherfucker always in the negative, never in the positive, always in the negative. So that's why I'm saying maybe that's a good thing that you don't really have gamers, running the company, because we'd be jaded by spending all the money on stuff that we want. But I'll be honest, the stuff that we want a lot of times don't really sell and bring back the revenue and the profits that we need.
Listen, all fairness, I think, and I think there's that live service and PC venture they went on. That didn't bring back the revenue and the profit they wanted either. That's why they're going back.
True. They made a decision. Hold on. They made a business decision to try it. It's an investment. That's why it's called an investment. Yeah. We're going to invest X amount of dollars.
What I was saying was that.
Hold on. Let me say this last thing. Let me say this last thing, and then I'm going to shut up. When you invest, right, it's an investment. It's saying we're going to take this amount of money and we're going to put it towards this, and hopefully it'll pay off the dividends that we think it is. It's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee at all, right? It's you may put it out there and listen. The first live service game they put out there was Helldivers 2. Nobody knew that she was going to be successful. It was successful, so they was like, "Damn, that was successful." Okay, well, let's see what this next game going to do, right? The next game, bomb.
Concord, dude.
Nigga, if you shut the fuck up, that's literally what I just said, right? So they put out the second game, which was Concord, right? So it bombed. So now they sitting at 50-50. They like, damn, we got one hit, we got one that bombed. So then they third one they put out, right, is what was their third game? Is it Marathon or was it another one? Okay, so Marathon, right? So Marathon. So they like, okay, cool. Marathon, it did pretty good. Didn't lose no money, but it didn't like to stay on fire. But we still sitting kind of pretty. But that money is already allocated to live service games, right? Many years ago, they got a fund to fund that. That fund is not taken away from your God of Wars or your big bangers. Every company does that. Okay. Ford do it. GM do it. Baseball teams, they say, hey, we're going to invest in LeBron James or Bronny James, and hopefully in the future it'll pay out. They do that all the time. This is from a business standpoint. This is not a gamer thing. This is just a business.
J-Dub, can I ask you a quick question right quick, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Freddie, were you going next, Freddie?
No, it was me. I gotta say something.
Yeah, it was me and Z, but go ahead.
So, I hear what you're saying, right? But the man, when you make this investment, could have more money, right? He didn't want you to do that. Also, they want you to give Bungie $4 billion. He said, them niggas weren't worth it. We can all agree on that. They gave Bungie $4 billion. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Yo,
you know what I mean? You know. So
But they didn't. They didn't. They, at
AZ,
the time,
everything. Yeah.
AZ, hold on, Jada. AZ, you want to know the crazy thing? When Yoshida said, "Man, put that shit back in the oven, it ain't ready yet."
Yeah.
Guess what he would have told him that wasn't ready? Home
Marathon.
Stars, Concord, Marathon,
Yeah.
wait,
all
they
these
didn't
other. He
make
would have let
Home
he.
Stars. They
No,
didn't make.
Stars is
Why?
not there yet.
okay.
They didn't make.
Hold on. Now you want to be super analytical. It doesn't
Shohei
matter.
is the one
It
that
doesn't.
brought
It
in
doesn't matter.
Concord.
Hold on.
Shohei is
You're
one of the
throwing
It
people that
doesn't.
brought in Concord.
It
You're
doesn't
throwing Square
matter.
Enix games on them.
Hey, hey, bro,
Would I
hold
throw
on.
somebody else's dead on you?
Hold
That don't
on.
make no sense.
What I'm saying is he would have been like, hold on.
Ain't it?
We ain't taking this right now. We don't want that. We're not putting this game out. We're not about to back this game. We're not about to do none of that. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Oh,
So as I was saying,
okay.
hold on. So as I was
How
saying,
about this? How
hold
about
on.
this?
Let me finish.
We got a list
So hold
of
on.
games that you shit.
Hold on, let me finish. So what are we saying? So ultimately, you know, like I said, I like Marathon. You like it, but ultimately, it didn't work. How you say if you think about it, right? What got Sony to be the juggernaut that they are? I mean, I understand everybody went those shit at the wall, see what sticks, but it's doing what staying true to you and doing what you do best. These companies don't give it a falter until they start trying to do some other shit that they're not known for doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. So I think like so. Ultimately, like you say, those investments didn't work, Jerome. You mean 'cause also if it did work, they won't be pulling back from PC. They won't be pulling back from PC. They wouldn't. They'd still be fucking. Doing.
But they need it.
Yeah,
That was for Sean Layden.
They need. Yeah. Okay. Let me say this, and then I'm gonna shut up. Right. In business, nobody is going to invest in your company if you just play it safe and just do the same shit. The goal of if I invest money is because I think you're going to do something bold to increase what I have, not keep the motherfucking shit the same. That's a business thing. I'm not saying.
I
I'm just
get that.
explaining
What
the
I'm saying
business
is that
side.
you lost such
But do you? But do you get it though?
You lost such an integral piece to your business. The reason why you
Yeah,
have
but do you?
your business,
But do you get it?
But they tried it.
If you're gonna be
They
honest,
tried the live service.
yeah, how you say your business is what it is because largely because of this man. You started off last the PS4 generation. You didn't have shit. Shit was sparse. You didn't have nothing. They came along Last of Us 2, God of War. You know what I mean? Like that shit all came from him. Like you know what I mean? You don't just throw. You just don't.
Start the generation.
Yeah, but you just don't. You don't.
And
You
Sean
don't. They had
Layden
no money. They had no
beforehand.
money.
Last of Us was on PS3.
Yeah, but
Uncharted.
they didn't have any money
Good
until last
IP on
generation.
it.
I mean, the PS4 they fucked
Let
up
me,
on it
let
too.
me,
They had no money. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying, ultimately, like you just don't. I don't give a fuck what though. Yeah, you just don't. You don't throw that away. Demoralize the man, make that nigga the king of indies. Like, come on, here, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
okay.
that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Ultimately, you know what? Ultimately, you know what he's doing, and that's sad to say, right? Well, that's sad to say, but what he's doing, he's saying, motherfucker, I told you this shit wouldn't work. That's why he's basically what he's doing, talking about it now publicly.
That's exactly what
he's saying. Motherfuckers, the same shit you fought me for, I told you not to do it. You know
now
what I mean?
you're going back to what I did.
Yeah. So
They've made rap
That's my point.
This is all that it is.
That's my whole point. That's my whole point, and that's why I said, you can have a conversation to figure out how you get to a better point. But go ahead, Big Money. My bad. Go ahead.
This is all that this is.
Listen, Z. Now I'm asking Z, but I'm asking everybody. Y'all can all answer. Now, do you think? Because even though I don't think so, I'm pretty sure Z don't think so. Jada, I know Jada don't think so, but it has been this thing going around for the last year or so that Sony has been not having no games. Even though we don't believe it, it's true. That's just true. That's what a lot of people been saying, right?
Haven't any first party games now.
Hold on. Yeah. Now, do you think Sony fell in love with that 30%? Because that's what a lot of people is thinking. A lot of people are saying, okay, Microsoft is out of it.
Yeah.
Sony just sitting back cool and getting their money off that 30% because they making, y'all know it's 100 million motherfucking consoles out there, and every fucking game that's out there is on that. Everybody is buying it on the PS5, and they making a lot of fucking money off of that 30%. They making a lot of money.
To answer your question, I just said that. How you say they were just so fortunate enough, right? that Xbox is so bad the last 2 generations, right?
Yeah,
So and so by default they get the dub by default. You know what I mean? But if you listen, you say if like there's a difference. Let's look at the tail end of the PS4, right? And I was saying before, you got Days Gone, Spider-Man, The Last of Us 2, Ghost of the Machine, boop, pop, bop, bang, bang, bang. Now we're at the tail end now. I guess we're gonna get Interstellar, and Wolverine. You know what I mean? Games. We're talking about the new generation starting next year. So you know what I mean?
Ghost came out last year. Death Stranding came out last year.
Well, Death Stranding was that's old boy in the game, but I'm just saying, this is it. This is so. What do you think, Loki? I've heard from you. You think they was right for firing him, or you think they better without him? What are your thoughts?
I mean, right or wrong, you guys have some people have more of an attachment to the executive, but it is what it is. Jim Ryan comes in, even though he didn't just start. People saying like he just started in that role, but Jim Ryan has been a part of PlayStation for like 20, 30 years. So he's been a part of that success as well. Maybe not as hands-on with the game specifically, but with the business, he knows what the fuck is going on. So him and Shohei probably have prior, relationship, and he like, if you're not rocking, they giving us this extra money to experiment, and you saying, nah, I want to stay true to what I know. Then there's pressure on him. Like, damn, one of the main people that's supposed to be supporting this is not with it. I got to get him out of here. Or then they're gonna start looking at my job.
Okay, but
it's really that simple. It don't have a lot to do with the game inside of it. It's just about
what I'm saying is
politics of.
Also, what you're saying is because
of business.
I get it, but what I'm saying is that we talking about ego coming. So the motherfucker that told you not to go down this path, right? Ultimately, he was right. Because now
but y'all was going that way anyway.
They weren't going that way.
They were. They got the extra funding. J-Dub told you they were going that way regardless. They was going to experiment with live service regardless. Okay, exactly. We've gone over this for like 2 or 3 years. I don't know how y'all.
When the make decisions at a company,
they don't have a choice.
And that's why Shohei ultimately got fired. All right, go ahead.
So again.
Investors don't make decisions.
So again, like investors,
yes, they do. The CEO works for the investors. What are you talking about?
Go ahead. Yeah,
man. Freddie Wayne he cooked fries.
The company works for the fucking investors. How are they making money? What are you talking about, bro?
So ultimately, like I was saying. So again, so around 2019 or whatever, I did numerous shows at Sony, and then let a lot of motherfuckers go behind the scenes. What made PlayStation what it was, what it ain't. That regime was out of here. You know what I mean? Like shit. You know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers lost their jobs into places. I said this then. You know what I mean? Like you can go back and check the check records. You know what I mean? Then he got demoted on the King of Indy. So basically, all I'm saying is that a man that knew what his job. So I'm not saying, listen. How about you took that money, right, and invested into some more what you do best. You know what I mean? Not for nothing. Like I'm like real nigga shit. Like I mean, take that. You spent $4 billion on goddamn Bungie, my nigga.
And that was also in a vacuum. We know what that was. The Bungie shit was, nigga. Microsoft looking like they about to fucking run this shit. Yeah, like bro, we got to do something. That was a knee jerk. We know what they did that for. They was like, man, we about to have.
That was my whole point.
These niggas might take COD from us.
Let me tell you something.
So wait.
We need something.
Hold on, y'all.
No, two words. No reason I say cap on that. What they were doing because they already had dev kits. They already had places in dev kits to make games for them niggas. Them niggas already in the cahoots. It was a dog and pony show, my nigga. There was already. They already had dev kits. And all that shit, you know what I mean? They didn't have to do that, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, but what happens?
They may have had.
Hold on,
but we don't.
It's not no
and that was a 3-year deal he wanted. What if it was just for right now and then they?
Look at what Loki said. He said, look at what Microsoft was doing. So this is what I said earlier. These companies, they understand what other companies are doing. They understand their bottom lines, their profits, they losses. They saying maybe we can get a piece of that. Let's go that direction. Yoshida was saying, hold up, bruh. That's not what we do. Let's not do that because I guarantee you it don't work. That's where the disconnect come in. And Loki is saying, hold on, Loki is saying because they have a prior history of working together, they probably never got along in the first place anyway. We don't know. We just speculating. We just talking. But this is what happens in big businesses and big companies. When you in a certain position and another person is a certain position, and then they get in a higher position than you, they automatically are going to try to assert dominance. So now he comes in and say, yo, this is what they want. This is what we trying to do. Is you with it? Nah, I ain't with it because it ain't going to work. All right, you got to get the fuck up out of here. Now, 7 years later, he's saying what he's saying now because he's like, I told y'all niggas it wasn't going to work, but you ain't want to listen to me. And it ain't just about the games. You got to realize he understands the business side of it too. That's why he could come in and say, hold up, put God of War back in the oven. That shit ain't going to work yet. It ain't going to make you no money. I understand. And now look where they at. And now look where they at.
Yeah, that's the thing. They didn't select him to run.
Hold on. This is where they at. Let me explain. Hold on. Let me explain to you where they at, right? And I'll always liken this to Apple, right? And I'm going to compare like Sony to Apple, not in the amount of money.
The panel was crazy. But
the position that they was in, right?
What position was
we say last generation. You know, they gave us the games that you guys already said, the Yoshida games, the God of War and stuff like that, 2018 or whatever. Those are what you adore and stuff like that. But the company itself, right? It's making more money, it's more valuable than it ever has, right? And so here's the thing. Everybody knows, Steve Jobs, right? Everybody knows Steve Jobs. Everybody loves Steve Jobs. Being Apple was good when it was Steve Jobs. I don't like Tim Cook. Okay, cool. Apple under Steve Jobs was worth $344 billion. Apple under Tim Cook is worth $3.10 trillion. There's levels to this. So you might not like the person in charge, but the status of the company and where it is under the person in charge is all that matters. It's all that matters. PlayStation is making more money. PlayStation is worth more than it ever has under any of the previous leadership, right? PS5 made more money than every single generation prior combined, right? So as much as we like to say and stick to, live, we don't like live service. We don't like live service, but then we turn around, get off the podcast and go play our live service games. Gamers, essentially are just frauds. We all are. We all say we don't like something and we turn around and go do the very thing that we say we don't like, or we go play the very thing that we say we don't like. These corporations are watching our moves and watching where we spend our dollars and our time. And we spend all our money and our time and our efforts on live service games. And whether you like it or not, that's where. So if I got $100 billion to invest, I'm going to look and say, where are gamers playing? What are they playing? What type of games? Why are they spending their time and their money? Oh, shit. They really mostly spend it on the live service games. Not even the first party that they love. They spend all their time day to day on these live service games. So how about we try to invest in some live service games so we don't have to give everybody else 30% of that shit? How about we get our feet in? That's a executive and a investor decision to think like that and to act on that. Now, we might not like it as gamers because we like our big blockbuster AAA golden type games.
This bill right quick before disappearing. I gotta let the dog out. So Jake said, I'm sorry, Game Show's getting condescending that the damage control on the panel is crazy, man. Zigzag said this shit ain't this shit that Big Money was talking about, AP. You don't know everything. Morpheus ass nigga. Game Show's again. Hey J-Dub, how much PlayStation playing your coon ass? Wait, hold on here, brother.
Shit.
That's why you play in your belly button and you eat it, you fuck nigga.
Hold on here,
man. Hey, ain't no developer like you, brother. My bad.
Yeah, wait.
That wasn't for you, J-Dub.
Oh, my bad.
That wasn't for you, J-Dub. That was for whoever super chatted, bro.
No, but Game Trouser said how much PlayStation playing you, J-Dub.
Wait.
I could have sworn he said this is big money in AP. I ain't really listening, so it is what it is. My bad.
Game Trouser said that.
I'm shooting from the hip. Hold
on. True SSJ Havoc with the $5 say if you read the article, Shuhei Yoshida is the one that greenlit Concord. Yeah, he did, but ain't nobody want to talk. Ain't nobody want to hear that.
That's his game.
Ain't nobody want to hear that.
The ironic part.
They hear a hoe for that too.
Hey, and hold on. Wasn't it Yoshida that gave David Jaffe that goddamn money to make that bullshit ass game, that big money drop
And
kicked his
Phone
ass
Stars
on.
was greenlit by Lighting, wasn't it?
Wait,
Yeah.
John.
Didn't he say that was it?
A big money. That was Yoshida, the one that gave David Jaffe that money to make that coloring book game.
Wait,
But
John, did that?
don't nobody want to talk about that though.
Wait,
Look. I was listening to what you were saying. Go ahead, bro. You want to say something? Go ahead.
No, it's big money. Go ahead, let big money go, man. Go ahead, big money.
No, I was just trying to say, like, I was listening to what you said, but I can pretty much assure you, Jada, when that next live service, whatever this game come out, I think that's gonna be their last attempt at live service. And the thing is, like, I'm gonna keep it real. I haven't heard of Jim Ryan until he became CEO. The reason and what's her name said it, low key said it. More of us are invested in those execs than others. I wasn't invested like that, but I knew him. People knew him. He was like the face of PlayStation, just like what's that dude Ken
In Europe,
Gigaragi
in
was.
UK.
Yeah, he was just the face. It's still memes going around today when he did that fucking. This is how you trade a game, like bruh, like that shit was so iconic. Shit was so iconic, and I just think that he still should be there because I know he wants to be there, and believe it or not, he was absolutely right about the live service stuff. He was right about that. And you have to give him his flowers on that. He was right about that. No matter who's in charge, he was right about that situation. And I really sometimes I think when you make a big decision like that, and I know you're gonna be against me saying this, Data, but sometimes I wish they would just reach out, like put something out there. How do you guys feel about live service games? I wish they would put questionnaires like that on your PS4. We can answer something like that every couple of months. How do you guys feel about so they'll know, like, nah, we don't want this shit. Hell no, I want this shit.
Big money. They got your data. When you play your PlayStation, they know what you playing, how much time you spending on it, and where you spending your money. They got all of that data. And you know what that data showed? That data showed you on Madden, you on NBA 2K, you on Fortnite, you on COD, you on Battlefield, you on all the live service games.
Wait,
but not
so when
their
they come
live
out,
service game.
hold on. No, but it's still a live service game. So they're saying instead of just getting 30% from the store by somebody else putting a live service game on our platform, how about we try to attempt to jump into the live service and keep 100%? You see what I'm saying, Big Money? That's what I'm saying. They got the data.
J-Dub, how many times do they keep going before they have to pull the plug? Because they failed with Concord, they failed with Marathon. Now this other one about to come out. If this is a Doom, when do they stop? When? Because at a point they have to stop.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you when they stop. So before they decide to do the live service games, right? They went and got a bunch of money. They got it from investors, and they say, "Hey, we got this idea. Instead of and just like what I just explained to you, instead of us just getting 30% from somebody else's games, we want to get some money together and we want to attempt to jump into this live service foray, right? And not all of them are going to be successful, but if one or two of them are successful and they can keep bringing in recurring revenue for years and years and years, our job is done, right? Our job, is 9 out of 10. They never went in thinking that they were going to take down COD. They never thought that they were going to take down Fortnite or nothing. They just want to be able to have some recurring revenue in a game that it costs small numbers to get in, but the payback will be enough to sustain it. And if you can get 2 live service games that everybody jumping in and playing and keeping it going, then guess what? They don't have to sit on the sideline while everybody else go and collect all the big bucks. And guess what? Those people who play those live service games are going to play it on PlayStation and not somebody else's platform, right? So I'm just trying to explain the business side of it. The rest of the
No.
stuff is really
I
subjective to
understand the
how
business
I
side.
just try
I
to understand
understand.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
understand
think
yeah.
the
it
business
got
Like,
pulled
side.
back to like 1 or 2 at a time now, Big Money, because of
Yeah,
everything
I,
that's
I,
going
I
on. You
said
know what
that.
I'm
well,
I
no,
saying?
no.
said that a year ago. I
They
said they
started.
didn't.
Remember, they started. They said 12 at first, right? And then they
Then it
pulled it
got cut
down
to
to
6.
6, right? Then they cut it to 6, right? They've only put 3 games out so far, right? So they've put Helldivers out. They put out Concord that flopped, right? And then they put out Marathon. So whatever, I don't know if they're
And
gonna.
marathon is flop. You didn't
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
but
Now
no,
marathon flop.
no, no.
Yeah. But it's still
Okay,
going though.
okay,
Yeah.
It's
okay,
still
okay.
no.
Yeah, no,
It's still going. But
no, it
what I'm
flop. It
Yeah.
flop.
saying,
It flopped.
It flop.
it flop. Okay, we can
It's
agree
besides
it
the.
flop.
Okay. It flop. It's besides the
Okay,
point. It don't matter if the rest of them flop. That money was already spent on these live service game venture. This is a venture, right? And man,
okay.
I really wish, like I can teach like a investment class or
Oh
something to
man.
show you guys how this money, how
Well,
money is moved from here to there. No. Just to show you the why people how people make so much money. But in order to
yeah,
make that money, you have to, like, for example, big money. If you give me $1,000, I'm not gonna take $1,000 and go invest it in one area, right? I'm gonna take $100 and invest it in 10 different small businesses. And so if I'm lucky if I get 4 of them to make me money back. 6,
okay.
I might already, but if those 4 can bring in enough money where I get that $1,000 back, I can pay you your $1,000 back, and then the rest of the money that keep coming in comes in perpetually, and I can just eat forever off of that. That's how these companies operate.
Jada, I understand all that, but it's not working. It's
Okay.
not working. That's just the truth. It's not. That's why I said now, right now, like, listen, I said it just like he said. I said this like a year or two ago. I don't think when we first heard about that, when I said me and you was arguing with Post, I said on that show, I don't think they should do this. Like, that's 12 in a year.
Yeah.
I was like, they should do one or two
It's
at a
not
time.
unrealistic.
Wait about a year, see if they work, then move on to the others. J-Dub, they've put out Concord, flop. They've put out the other one, flop. Listen, all I'm saying, and we've been hearing nothing but bad things about Fair Game. Nothing but bad things. And all you've been hearing, like I've been hearing, oh shit, here come another Concord. If that shit flops and then they do another at one point, like you said, you invest, yeah, that's good. But if they keep fucking failing, you're going to stop investing in it. That's what you're going to do. If you take
Okay,
my $1,000 and you say
yeah.
you parlay it in all these other things, but if this one thing you ain't, I'm gonna say, Jada, why do we keep investing in this? It's been 2 years and ain't nothing. We ain't made nothing. Why are we keep going?
Helldivers made him money. That's
Big,
why.
That's
yeah.
the
Let me
only.
Let me pay the bill.
hold on.
Let me
We
pay
got
the
two bills.
bill.
We got
Let
two
me pay
bills.
the
Hold on.
bill.
We got
let
two
me
bills.
join
Hold
him.
on, let me pay the bill. Let me pay the
Yeah,
bill. True SSJ Havoc with the $5.
yes, sir.
The thing is, big money. They passed with Helldivers. They passed with Marvel Token Fighters. They passed with GTA. With GT7, which is still good. It's not all failures.
Well, I wouldn't call GT. I wouldn't the
It's
car
live
game. I
service.
wouldn't call that. That ain't no. I don't think that's. I wouldn't even count that into the live services. I'm talking about lately with this live.
Why not?
That GTA been around for damn 20 years. Come on now, stop this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now these games that they've been highly invested in lately, I just think that live service is not it for Sony. It's just not. It's not. And that's
Mhm.
just my own personal thing. If you still believe in this live service, okay, that's cool. But I don't think this live service shit is working. Concord did not just flop. That motherfucker flippity flopped. That mother flopped like flipper.
We
Like
know
my
that.
They're
nigga.
never
We know
gonna
I
that.
was
not.
like,
We
oh
know
my
that.
God.
Yeah, we all know
We know
that.
that. It
They're
flopped.
not
Okay,
gonna
and
stop.
then we get
We
to
know that,
and then we
man.
get to
Duh. Oh man.
yeah, and then we get to
They're not gonna stop.
marathon. And even
Oh, they
though
are.
y'all play marathon and people are still playing it today, man, I
Yeah,
just
it
don't
flopped.
see them like, especially like I said, all we've been hearing is bad thing about fair games. If fair games
Yeah.
come out and do a dramatic flop, Like, bruh, I just think they really need to sit down, and rethink about what they're going to do with this live service initiative.
They already spent the money.
Now, personally, this is my last thing. That me personally, if you're going to do live service, try it once every 5 years. That's my thing. If these things are just not working, try it every 5 years. That's not hurting nobody. I don't think that's hurting. They need to stick to what they're best at, and what they're best at are single player games. They are great at that. When they try to make these, just like with Naughty Dog, 90%, they got a game that's 90% done. What the fuck? What are we doing? Like, it's that fucking bad? You invested all that money. You know what 90% is? 90% is done in 4 years. Well, I'm just saying.
They can't hand it off. Like, what the fuck were they supposed to do with it?
No. I don't want to. I'm just saying. I think 90%. When you get to 90% of the game, I feel we put this much money in it. Fuck, we might as well just go to the end with it. Now, I think that they're going to put that on the shelf and come back to it.
It's a tax write-off.
Yeah, it's cool, but I'm just saying whoever was playing that motherfucker, whoever was playing that Last of Us game felt like it was not good enough to put out there.
It was Bungie.
Well, Bungie, whoever, I don't
know.
Bungie.
I think Bungie was hating. Bungie was hating.
Bungie didn't tell them it wasn't good enough. They didn't. The only thing Bungie tried to tell them, the only thing, because we had all these shows and we read this shit. The only thing Bungie said is they wouldn't be able to sustain it after they release it. After the initial people play it, the people wouldn't come back to it. You have to find a way to monetize it for the long haul, not just you playing it for a month and then after that, that's it. So Bungie's told him, how are you going to keep people coming back after they done played it for a month? That's what. So Bungie never told them, "Hey, don't make this shit come out." That was not Bungie call. That was Naughty Dog's call.
Well, let me ask you this, J-Dub, right quick, and y'all can go. I'm sorry. I'm going long. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me ask you this: do you think they could have just after they got done with the game, they could have talked to another studio?
Slap the like button.
Like this last 6 months, I think Sony let go at least 2-3 studios. They could have gave that game to somebody else and gave them the premise, say, look, this is how we want things to go. And might take like 2 or 3 people from the Naughty Dog team and put it on that team and say, hey, now we can sustain it. Me personally, I'm just thinking 90%, motherfucker, go all the way. Like, go all the way. You might as well go all the way. You got 90% done. 90% of a game is damn near 4 fucking years. Like, I just hate to see them put all that work
they don't want to
you know what happened? You know what happened? So I'm about to leave.
I don't care about like live service.
You know what happened? I guarantee you they shelved it because when The Last of Us 3 come out, they're gonna add it to that. I guarantee you.
They could. They could put it on there.
That's why you can shelf it. That's why you can shelf it and put it to the side because it's 90% done. Then you can add it to the finished game and then be different.
Just wait. Yeah.
My thing is you don't have to force it on nobody to pay for it. It already comes with the game. My bad.
Zigzag said Big Money said Conquer got no bitches. Anonymous said King Zaire. Yeah, buddy. This is definitely a sickness in the highest order. What one game you guys are waiting for to play in 2026? Me, there's a few. I ain't gonna lie. If I had to pick one, I got a few. I got like a top 5, 6. I got Madden. I ain't most. I want Madden. I want college. I want that vampire game. I want Token Fight.
This nigga Z is the problem.
I want Token Fighters.
Is the problem.
I want Token Fighters.
He said one game.
Yeah, I want the Token Fighters. I want Gears. Fuck, I want Gears. I want Fable. It's too many names. I ain't gonna lie.
Big money. Big money. Why he naming nothing but live service games?
No, I didn't.
Oh shit,
nigga, you said Madden. You speed up all of those live service
games.
Yeah,
but that don't count, J-Dub. Hold on.
You said Gears.
Madden don't count. Madden 2K, them shits don't count, bro.
All of those are live service games, brother.
Here's the thing, nigga. Sony don't make them type of games here, nigga. Come on,
no, I get it.
Sony online.
Wait,
that's why you spending your time.
We ain't gonna do that here.
Wait. Let me say something.
You're proving J-Dub's point. That's all he's saying.
You just proved.
Wait.
No, I didn't. I'm just saying. Here's the thing. But that's
you did.
What Big
You
no,
literally
listen.
just
What
proved
Big
my
Money is
point
saying,
when I
listen,
said
that's not your
when I said
lane.
the
You
data.
ain't got the mental fortitude to do that type of shit, Sony. Like nigga, you ain't get
Yeah,
triggers.
that's
why they pulled back.
Wait.
That's
You
why they
ain't get
pulled.
triggers
But
on your controls to the last generation. That ain't your thing
Yeah,
right there, brother. You stick with what you do. I feel what Big Money saying, like the real nigga shit. I never liked
yeah.
Sony shooters. I always thought they was dog shit. I don't want to play no
Oh
shooter.
shit.
I don't want to play no shooter from Sony. Like you know what I mean? Like the
but
real
Z,
nigga
that's
shit.
because
Nigga,
I don't like.
that's
You know what I
because
mean?
if you can't handle the shorty with the
Yeah,
big
my
butt,
Yeah,
brother.
stay
I don't
away
want to play.
from it,
I
bro.
don't. You know what I mean?
Simple.
Nothing. Like you know, like.
that's because Z
That's
lost
why
the
they pulled
Stones
back.
in third
Yeah,
grade.
I don't like these shooters.
Oh
Like
Man.
I never
oh
liked their shooters. Like I didn't. Well, I never like, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never really liked Sony live service
He was
games.
an
What's
guy.
that? What's that?
He was
Warhawk, motherfucking Resistance, Killzone. I ain't like none of that shit. Like you know, what I mean, that's real nigga shit.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
You
and
gotta
I
respect them,
understand you
G.
looking across the street and you see what makes money, right? And I get it.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that one game again that's gonna continue. You know what I mean? That how you say that one Fortnite or you know what I mean or card that's gonna continue to make money from. I get it. You're rolling in that dough, and I guess you get to Jada's point. You got to be in it to win it. You got to try. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? If you never try, you never succeed. But
Yeah.
maybe like I said,
yeah,
also,
but
I will say this right before we switch stop. I will say this that Bunny ain't dead no more. You know what I mean? I don't know what didn't happen. We're gonna hear more stories. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I've always said that we're gonna hear why. I never bought that him. How you say? Just, you know that he want to retire after 20. I never bought that. Like you make that nigga the king of indies. Like come on, like yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Like I don't care for what
but
drama.
see,
I get it. Like that man, you know, he ain't deserve that, bro. Like come on, you know what I mean? Like,
wait,
like you know,
Hey,
wait.
Z,
Let
and
me
I know you're
ask my
about to go
brother
to a
J
different.
Dub
I know you're
something.
about to go to a different. I know you're about to go to a
that's
different
all.
topic real quick. But here's the
Yeah,
thing, right? So, like I say, I play Call of Duty crazy. So I be in the know of what's going on. They having internal problems with Call of Duty because what's the original maker? Is Treyarch, right?
Yeah. They got rid of them
It's
niggas.
Treyarch.
Yeah, they got rid of them niggas.
So the problem is Treyarch never listens to the fans about the game because they kind of bougie, right? So this kind of goes along the if you know what's good for your game or you know what's good for your company, you should have the right people in place, not the people that's just gonna make you money at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? Because look at Call of Duty, the best shooter out.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's in the point where it's crashing. They talking about taking it out of Game Pass because it ain't making no money on no subs. They not making no money on the back end because everybody just playing Warzone because it's free. Don't nobody want to buy it, and everybody thinking that Modern Warfare 4 is gonna be trash. So you ran something so good into the ground, and now you don't know what you're gonna do with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Sony was smart enough to back away from this shit instead of going full in
Oh,
because they realized, oh no, it ain't working.
let me get this one bill right
yeah.
here.
Wait, wait.
Hey, listen, shout out to one man. Oh, shit, you know my long black ass. You got those in chat, you hoe ass. I done struggle to see this shit. You know I can't see shit. And patience, he has a point, man. You hoe ass niggas. Nobody buys PlayStation and plays shooters. You fucking morons. So, hey, 31 the game said, hey, Sony's. They said, hey, Sony's course correcting. The live service push didn't plan out. Sony's still winning. Let's move on. Giving all the bitching and people doing all these single player titles better hit 20 plus million. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah,
get it. I mean, but listen, but especially in here, you're gonna get how you say, everybody has a different opinion. You know what I mean? And yes, Sony is the lead. But right is right, is wrong is wrong. And Sony, I'm saying, Sony does something wrong. And I'm gonna call them out. You know what I mean? Like I've
real
always,
shit.
I was never a fan of when they did it. I've been on the record of saying
Hmm.
that. Like that nigga, you know me, I love God of War. That nigga it was God of War. I don't know about this one here, man. Like what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Wait, but
yeah,
see, let me ask our brother J Dub something. J Dub,
I ain't two stops.
you remember we were talking about Horizon 3. Gorilla took most of the team from Horizon 3 to make this Horizon cartoon garbage bullshit. They shouldn't have did that. So now we're not going to see Horizon 3 for more years.
What,
Probably
what,
like
what,
That was cool. Sony got enough IPs.
that's
They got enough
that's
fucking.
not that's not that's not true. That's not true,
Well, I don't
man.
know, but I mean, I ain't not for nothing.
man,
No,
Sony.
he just said
they
it.
got the
He just
article.
said he just kind of
They were just
yeah, no.
overseeing it. They didn't make
Hey,
that game.
Yeah,
What the
they
fuck
didn't
are you
even make
talking
it.
about?
That's the second
Jada,
team.
you
Yeah,
know you can't listen to that nigga. He just came out the
No,
closet just now, bro.
Oh
He
man,
he
wait,
he
hold
didn't.
on,
tangled with
man.
a
Yeah.
Wait,
he
hold on,
tangled with a
man.
mongoose right now. You
Oh
know what I
man,
mean?
so
This
so
is
fuck the
it.
monster. But hold on,
Okay, baby. No,
Yeah.
no, no. I got the article and stuff, but no.
okay.
Don't worry.
Well,
hey,
The
listen,
actual game
let's
can
switch
get.
Hey,
subject because I think
you
we
got the
right down the
article
clock.
your doctor told you to read, bro. We
So,
know you.
so
Let
anyway,
me stop.
so switching topics here, and actually I was gonna do a solo video on this. I didn't get a chance. I've been running around all goddamn day. Let me actually load the clip right here. So I've seen Jess Gordon and a few of those guys here, and then they talking about Microsoft. And I know we talked a little bit of the show, but we get a little more in depth now. But changing their stance on quote unquote exclusives, right?
Oh shit.
Hold on, let me get this on the screen right quick. Today.
And the brand and the perception of the brand has still been shit.
You know what I mean?
So let me play
But,
this right.
but,
So,
but how can you make exclusives and your next generation platform is a PC?
It ain't never gonna
when I
happen
say-
because
when I-
they already
yeah.
trained.
So
They already
we
trained them to
talking-
not buy games.
So I think. I mean, let's listen. Even with that train, everyone has Game Pass. Those games will get enough money to buy. Like that's always cool. Like, those games ain't been good enough to buy. You know what I mean, I wouldn't bought them bitches. What if it wasn't no
And
Game
the
Pass.
brand
But his-
and the
his-
perception of the brand has still been shit.
So yeah.
Oh shit.
Right now, stuff
But you
is
like,
stopping
no.
the chat right now.
Get
the
everything multiplied.
Right now.
So I
Did you
can
see that
continue to
music?
have my
Hold on.
Game Pass. And the brand and the perception of the brand has still been shit.
He ain't lying.
Wait.
But you
Try
like,
to
no,
Keep it
tell,
real.
tell Pastor Joe.
keep everything multiplied. So I can continue to have my Game Pass. And the brand.
Yeah, I said, so you know me. I usually don't agree
Damn.
with Dirt. I usually don't agree with Dirt on many topics here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, and most obviously sexual preference. But besides that, though, right? You know, they've done, like you said, you know, all the moves that Microsoft has made. You know, like the brand is still considered to be shit. And you know what I mean? Like nothing. You know what I mean? So like I said, you know, and you got Jazz Golden White. I think, in my opinion, it's too late to turn that ship around to go back to exclusives because you
Yeah,
got
it's too late.
contracts in place to stay together. If you were to get some exclusives, you know, I think it'll be a few years from now. You know what I mean? You know. Oh, yeah, we just one bill.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, Z and Check is always dogs. He talks about not liking Sony Live Service games, but aren't you fucking still playing Marathon? I like Marathon. Yeah, I should have liked Marathon. But you know, I guess you know what I mean. But you know, that was a good one. At the end of the day, I didn't. I'm talking about the other shit. I never liked Killzone, Resistance, Warhawk, Warhammer. What that shit was called. They had the flying planes around.
I know one thing. Me and Vaughn have always been vocal about not liking this live service shit.
Yeah.
Me either.
Like when they mentioned that shit, we was on that shit quick. Like, no, this ain't it. This is not it. And hold on, Pastor, did you start your show when we started the show over here? Did you do that?
Him and Boomstick.
What are you talking about, Big Money?
Oh, okay.
Why would I? Why would I don't have a show.
You gave me my answer. You gave me my answer.
Wait,
You
Big
gave
Money.
me
I mean,
my
you have a
answer.
style.
We good.
No. I mean, I know you. I know you come on my show and hate and try to pull me down right through. But if you being a hater of my show, supposed to know it's only on Sundays. It's only on Sundays, Big Money. Today's what day in the week? What is today in the week?
Pastor
Not
posted.
Monday?
You just posted a video. Posted a video, Pastor. You just posted a video. Stop
I did
lying.
not post any video today.
I did. Because it came across my feed when you posted
that
it.
was yesterday video.
And I reported it. For spamming. I said, get this spamming ass nigga out of here.
That was yesterday's video.
Well. Let me be the first one to apologize, because brother, if you pull some shit like them white boys did on my nigga,
oh man,
I'm coming down
I
to
only have
my nigga. I'm coming down to
have one
Caribbean.
show. I only have one show every week, which is on a Sunday. And if it has some big extra, if I see it have a big news, then I will go on,
Oh, okay.
And maybe have a surprise stream.
Pass back to the goddamn show here. So
not while we streaming. You better check with us first, nigga. You done lost your motherfucking mind.
Slap the like button.
I will not, but continue.
So anyway, I see a lot of I guess fans now. I just gonna say, about Microsoft going back to exclusive. Pastor, you just walked through. What are your thoughts about that? Do they not need exclusives?
Well, I don't think Microsoft will ever go back. I don't think Microsoft will ever go back.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about that? Do you think it's a good thing, or you know what I mean, or whatever? Talk to me.
No, anybody who feels like Microsoft should go back to exclusives, they are not watching the industry. It's not going to happen. No, what I would say is that Microsoft should have time exclusives and really look at making some of their first party games exclusive for the Xbox, right? So some games be exclusive while other games be time exclusive that they can go to other platforms. That's my my opinion how Microsoft could basically hit a middle ground where at least Xbox gamers could have something exclusive, they feel special, so forth. But at the same time, they make you ponies and horses pay full price for older games, for games that has multi-plat aspects, and they still get that new money, that new income, that PlayStation money.
But AZ, that ain't a flex. You know why? AZ, you know why that ain't a flex? Is because you just gave away the one thing that would have kept your system exclusive, which is Gears, Forza, and Halo. Nothing else you come out with in the future is gonna be exclusive enough for people to buy into your ecosystem. Because the one thing that you have, you gave it away.
Yeah. So,
that's not true.
No, Pastor, you're selling. So I hear what you're saying, right? Because how do you say I guess ultimately the reason why your games went over because you weren't selling enough software, and I'll lead to the saying, that your games weren't good. I mean, the fact you don't have any system sales. We've been that way for a long time. But even what you're saying, what you're giving people less incentive to, again, like AP is saying, to buy your hardware. That's why the console sales are so low now. You know what I mean? And when outside of it being extremely expensive, the Helix, whatever the case may be, less people are going to buy your Helix. So what happens? Like I've always said, your footprint, your how you say it, your market size. You know what I mean? And it's because even smaller. I'm sorry. You hear what Digital Foundry said? No, listen, this stuff's playing on real time. They don't even get review codes because no one. Like they don't have. No one's watching it. So this is let me finish. That is the after effect of that. Like listen. And you can't reinvent this here, right? The reason why people buy Nintendo and all that shit is for Mario and for Zelda and stuff like that. People buy, PlayStation for God of War, Uncharted, and all that stuff that you can't get on the Xbox, right? This how gaming works. You took everything, whether you like it or not, cool, right? I'm not gonna say they dog shit, right? That they're exclusive to your box. They gave your boxes an identity, right? It's a no-brainer why you're not. How do you say no one's buying the hardware anymore?
No, I disagree. I disagree with two things you said, Z.
Okay.
I disagree with one, taking Digital Foundry serious after Digital Foundry admitted that they should have waited to hear what the fans say about DLSS 5 before they say whether it's good or not. So by them saying that, they have already compromised their entire channel. We cannot take Digital Foundry serious because they are saying they are going by how their fans. If their fans say it's good, then they are going to say it's good. If the fans say it's bad, then they're going to say it's bad. That's number one. That's number one.
That's not proving wrong. If you look at the numbers, they don't do them because no one watches it.
It has discredited
the Xbox guys themselves said that they can't get review codes of games. So what are you talking about?
You stay on topic like for once in your life.
Good Lord, no, but I am.
He can never stay on topic.
Good Lord, two questions you said. I said I am going on topic, right? Number two. When you say that how first party games is what sell, systems. That was the old way of life, Z. It's very clear in the PlayStation. It's very clear.
Wait. This nigga is fucking retarded.
Listen, why do you think they sell the what they do?
Can I just make one statement, Z? Let me just make one statement.
No.
You have always said it.
If this goes for 5 more minutes, JW, you know what to do.
You have always shut up. You don't syndrome. You have always said it.
Oh, that's fuck T. See, that's that fuck shit.
Numbers don't lie.
That's that fuck shit.
I want to say what?
You have always said numbers don't lie, right? When you look at the numbers, right, you see that here what Sony has pumped out the least amount of first-party games this generation. That's not my opinion. Go and research it, Z.
Okay.
But yet Sony is killing it with console sales.
Okay.
So just based on the
Yeah,
numbers
okay.
alone, persons are not buying the PlayStation 5
They
exclusive.
got
It's for
games.
multi-plats.
Listen. That's not proving my point because they got games that you can't get on Xbox, that you can't get on Nintendo.
Yeah, but that is not what the majority is buying
And
it
they also
for.
listen.
That's not what the majority is buying it for.
And they also get your games, Xbox games.
Exactly.
So why would they
Listen,
sell a lot of hardware when they get
listen,
your games
no.
and their own
They,
games?
they get sales for the console is because that is the best place to play multiplats in the minds of consumers. They have the mind share when it comes to
There are more
multiplats,
games there.
not
There are more games.
exclusive.
Listen, you got
It's the best
more
place to
games
play your
there.
games too.
It's not more multiplayer games
Yeah,
there.
but
There are
It's
more
funny.
games there.
Xbox doesn't get
Oh, good
60
Lord.
FPS till it goes to
I
PlayStation.
can't
That's
have
just a fact.
one sentence with Z. That's one
That's just
sentence.
fun.
What's up, DK? What's up? I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, but so
You've been flapping at the gums for 10 minutes. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that doesn't.
Shut up.
Oh, it doesn't. Bro,
Shut up.
I'm trying to you go with this because the reason why you said they said they not selling a lot. They selling more hardware. And Sony released so you said Sony released the least amount of exclusive. Listen, bro. Like, bro, come on here, man. You can't be that. Come on, I ain't trying to disrespect you, brother, but like, come on here, man. But once
Go ahead,
disrespect.
Pastor retarded, Z. You know that.
At the end of the day,
they got your games and their own games. Like,
He's too stupid to read.
Why? Listen, Pastor. Why the hell would I buy an Xbox? Right? And really shit. There's nothing unique about your platform. I can get your games and have PlayStation games and just play here.
You see, this is what I was going to say, but I wasn't even allowed to finish. All I am saying is that here, Microsoft again shot themselves in the foot in the sense that they themselves said they are not prioritizing console sales, right? And because they were not prioritizing console sales, that is why we see Sony ran off when it comes to console sales, right? But when it comes to revenue, I believe Freddie Wayne made a point not too long ago. I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago.
Freddie Wayne don't know what the fuck he be talking about.
No, I saw what he was talking about. Where it is when you look at the revenue that Microsoft is making compared to Sony, they are basically neck and neck. When it comes to let me finish. I have the articles right there.
Yeah, and that didn't happen until they became the biggest third-party publisher in the world. You fucking dumbass.
Yeah, and listen, like Pastor, like they have Minecraft, they have Call of Duty. Those are $1 billion goddamn games. And what the fuck, like, Pastor, what is wrong with you?
Of course, they have that. They are utilizing the new player. They are utilizing the new player base, which is the PlayStation player base.
Listen, you know what makes sense because you're bragging. It sucks that you're back here bragging about their money, how much money they're making, and you still ain't.
No, I'm not bragging. What I am saying.
Go. With them making all that fucking money, right?
Mm-hmm.
This thing, we're making all that money. Your game's still been goddamn dog shit. They're not.
In your opinion,
their money back into the goddamn games. They're not. Them games have been shit.
In your opinion, continue.
Not just mine.
Trust everybody.
Yeah, in your opinion.
That's the opinion of the whole game.
You don't even play the game stuff, so that's how you know them games.
Yeah, no. I play the games. I play the games. Yes, I play the games. I have challenged you to several of those games, and you ran.
Their games I can.
And you ran.
Certain ones, yeah, of course, like Flight Sim or Warcraft, like them are like PC games. But other than that, they don't.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So
but I mean that is your opinion. First party don't have the pull as how it used to have. We've seen the dismal numbers Sony is raking in. Even Ghost of Yotei, one of the biggest games. How much that sold? 6 to 7 million on 100 million install base. No, that's poor. That's poor. I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. But Pastor,
and how can you justify all the Microsoft?
One phone at a time. One phone at a time. Continue.
Games can't even sell a million copy.
Our Xbox games
on 2 billion and 35 million consoles and PCs.
You not defending install base.
Not what?
Yeah, that's advantage. Because
When you
got
got
2 million
two billion PCs under your belt
and
and you
100
got
million
35
PlayStation.
million consoles,
Yeah.
it ain't nothing but 100 million pesos. Shut the fuck up, Pastor.
Yeah, no,
That was the
that's a
wrong
stupid. That's
example.
a stupid.
Hey, Pastor.
Yeah, that's like,
Yes, I'm J-Dub is muting me. So if it is you don't
I
hear me,
ain't
it's
muting
J-Dub
you.
muting me.
Shut up.
No,
Yes, it's
I
you
can hear
muting me.
you. No,
Go ahead.
listen. I think you're looking at it wrong because even though they have those people, I think Microsoft bought themselves in the first place with the money, bruh. Sony earned their way. They earned their way.
Facts.
Microsoft bought they bought Candy Crush. They bought fucking all the top games. Like, bruh, they bought themselves in the first place. Like, they didn't earn that. They did not earn that. And I know it really doesn't make any difference. They own them. You know, that's cool, but still, man, Sony earned that shit, bro. They earned it.
That's no.
Oh,
They earned that money.
the crazy, the crazy thing, the crazy thing when Pastor talks about exclusives, you got to remember that a lot of games are console exclusive and then timed exclusive. So sometimes they count for the system and sometimes they don't. Like I give you a perfect example, Deathloop. Deathloop was a timed exclusive on the PS5 first, but y'all don't consider it an exclusive. But if you look at actual exclusives that were released on console, it's considered an exclusive. But Xbox niggas will say, no, it's an Xbox game. It was just really exclusive to Xbox. No, it wasn't. Now, did Microsoft release more? Yes, but that's because they purchased companies and publishers that were releasing games to make their footprint look bigger. Just because your footprint looks bigger doesn't mean that you're actually doing better. PlayStation only released 23 console exclusive games from 2020 till now, right? That's not including the ones that come out. So that sounds like not a lot. But if you want to talk about sales, Spider-Man sold 20 plus million. God of War sold 20 plus million. Ghost of Tsushima, the first one, sold what? 10
PlayStation
million,
4,
something like that.
PlayStation 5. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5.
Hold on.
Shut
We're
up, Pastor.
talking about from 2020 till now. So I'm talking about only the games that have come out exclusively on the PS5.
No,
If it's
you're incorrect. You're incorrect.
bro, I just looked it up. Like we all have Google, we all have computers.
So
Like
you
we
saying
like
that
I haven't.
this one, what?
Bro,
Let me say this. Let me just ask
listen.
this. Let me
Let
just
me
ask this.
finish,
Shut
my
up,
You
nigga. My
Pastor.
saying that
nigga.
God of
Let him
War released
finish, Pastor.
exclusive for PlayStation
Let
5?
him finish, Pastor.
Let him
Let him
finish. Shut the
finish.
fuck.
Let him talk.
God of
Go ahead.
War
Go ahead.
Ragnarok, God of War. When I say
It's
God of
exclusive.
War, hold on. When I say God of War, people know we talking about God of War, whether it's God of War 2018 or God of War Ragnarok. If you want to use Ragnarok, I don't know how many copies did it sell? 10, 15 plus million, but it sold it
Exclusive on
on it.
15
PlayStation 5?
Yes, exclusive.
Shut up,
Exclusive.
Pastor.
Pastor. See, I think this is the issue that you kind
He
of gloss
retarded.
over is when PlayStation has its strength, it doesn't have to release multiple games to say it's being strong because it can release one game and it sell millions and millions of copies in its closed ecosystem. Let's be real. When they talk
Dominate.
about well, listen, when they talk about Resident Evil 9 selling 5 million copies or 7 million copies in this many days, it's doing that on 3 different platforms. When it says God of War sold 3 million copies in its first week, it did that just on a PlayStation. You see the difference there? There's a big difference when you talk about exclusives. So one company doesn't have to release multiple exclusives to get the same effect as one. Your company bought up a bunch of shit thinking it was going to make them look better. On paper it does, but with your fans, with the people that spend money in your ecosystem, it doesn't make them come to your shit. So back to the original point that Z was making and you taking it somewhere else is the fact that you don't have anything that's gonna make people want to buy an Xbox. And the things that you did have, you gave it away. You was working with house money and you gave it away. You know what was essential? Listen, I'm a car guy. You know a game I couldn't play nowhere else but on the Xbox was Forza. You know what game I couldn't play anywhere else but on the Xbox was fucking Halo. You know what game I couldn't play anywhere but on the Xbox was Gears of War. I had to buy the system to play it. Now I don't have to have it. So when he asks you,
Bingo.
what are they going to do? You said, oh, no, I think they can. They aren't going to be able to create a game that's going to have more, that they're not going to be able to create a game that has more lore, that has more prestige, that has more backing for 20 plus years than those 3 games. That's going to make someone say, I'm not buying a PS5. I'm going to go buy me an Xbox Helix for $1,200 because I got this game right here. No, they're not going to be able to do it, bro. They gave it away.
Oh,
So that's what he's saying. Back to his original point. But go ahead on the tangents you like to go on, my nigga.
No. Let me actually button what it is you said, right?
Hold on.
You
Breaking news. Breaking news. We got breaking news.
Breaking news.
You hear me?
All right, breaking news. Prominent leaker Kepler L2 has dropped the eyebrows and razor, and this y'all gonna like this one. In a response to someone asking about Xbox Helix next gen console PC chip, he says it won't be sold directly to consumers, but you'll be able to buy a Helix machine from Asus, MSI, and Lenovo.
They not even making it, motherfucker.
Can we get
what
paid?
about the
Z?
zero
Yeah,
customization?
we get that on the script.
No. Can we get paid? Yeah. Let me see this. We need paychecks around here. You know what I'm saying? People owe us money.
Let me respond to it, please.
No.
Let me respond to what you said.
What you talking about? We got some breaking news.
Yeah, they're not even making it, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yes,
God
they
damn.
out of hardware.
Yeah.
That's right.
You got to put this shit up on the screen, Z.
Yeah.
God damn.
Did you tell Z they're not having a custom GPU? It's going to be off the shelf PC.
Yeah. I think we. It's a PC. But me and Z been saying that for forever, and they
You said that like a year ago.
yeah.
Look, tell Riz to give us our money.
Yeah, your boy owe us money. Who else owe us money?
Mellow.
Mellow. Damn. The 2 maggots owe us money, Z.
Yeah, them niggas down bad. They like Trump. They don't pay their debts. They don't pay their motherfucking bills.
Oh man.
And we tried telling them they were done making it. That fucking
they're
that
not
handheld was the test run, and then we tried telling them they're not. They're just using an off the
Hey, listen,
shit, which is exactly
and
what's
listen,
going on.
Hey Z and J Dub, and this is why we tell these niggas it's gonna cost $1,200 to $1,500.
Yep.
Is because
not
Microsoft has to put its branding on it. But here's the thing: they also got to make money. So if they outsource 80% of the shit or 100% of it to Asus or whoever else, and they say, "Listen, we gonna sell it to y'all for $800," Microsoft got to put something on top of it to make some money off the bitch. So they say, "Fuck it, we gonna sell it for 15. We got to make something on the back end." So that's why it's gonna cost that much money for y'all. And if y'all don't understand that, then y'all just really dumb as shit.
Yep.
So,
And guess what?
he said, that you're gonna be able to buy.
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to buy it from third party. So what did you say? He said, whether he means there will be a third party branded machine using the same chip as Helix. Microsoft's not gonna compete against themselves. If I'm selling one and you're selling one that's sent now,
exactly.
that doesn't make any sense. But we did a story on this fucking months ago,
like years ago, when all that shit.
Samsung's gonna make one, and Lenovo's gonna make one. Asus is gonna make one.
The ROG Ally X was the test run for all this shit, and that's what they're going off of. That's what it is.
And you know what?
Hold on. Me and Z been telling them that Microsoft is not even making this shit, bro. It's just like the ROG Ally.
Yeah.
Like he just said, ROG Ally was that. It was that platform to see how them goofy niggas was going to accept. And remember, they was out there trying to say, "Oh no, this handheld, this is a console, this is our handheld, this is that." And it's like, bro, Microsoft didn't even make that shit. That's a third party made that. That ain't got nothing to do with. Like it's crazy, bro. We tried to tell them.
What nephew at? Hey nephew, you still in here, nephew?
Oh shit!
No.
Big money. You was on the show with us when we told people the Helix is a PC, but everybody like Ridge and all the others kept saying it's a console. Yeah. It's not a console.
Mm-hmm.
There's no dev kits.
Yeah, so
that's another thing. The fact you ain't got no fucking dev kits, nigga, it's a fucking PC. Like what the fuck?
And the dev kits they were talking about at the GDC was actually the software dev kits for the them making the games and shit. That's what because that's what
Yeah,
they were talking about all
software.
weekend was the actual that. Yeah.
They're
for
gonna give
DirectX
you
and shit.
them a downloadable code. They'll be able to download the UI and operating system and shit like that. Other than that, that's it.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, this is very, very disappointing, though. Like, it's fucked up. Like,
We tried to
Yeah.
warn
Yep.
them.
Yep. And guess what? It's going to have 10 PC gaming stores: GOG, Steam, Epic Game Store.
Well, no, we still don't know about Steam yet. We still do. No one asked them, and that's what pissed a lot of people off because Paris and all them were there at that there, and they never asked them when they could have.
Well, okay. I hold on. I know why that is. Because if you Valve, you got to think about it this way. I'm finna come out with my own Steam machine box. Why the fuck I want the competition to have my shit and be trying to compete against me for selling my shit? So I think that's why they hadn't confirmed it just yet.
And J-Dub, I don't think the other storefronts are going to run as good as what it does in like that handheld mode. Because remember that video, that guy playing it, and it boots into that handheld mode shit, but it suspends everything else. And soon as you go into the PC mode to get back into that handheld mode, you have to reboot the system.
They're
gonna, you know.
The most disappointing thing about this is we know the reason why these consoles, right? They're a closed environment, they're closed box. So you can do a lot more with that because you got one configuration, and the companies they know what they can do, right? They can optimize. This is why the PS5 and the PS5 Pro, right, is so strong as they remember the PS5 is actually weaker than the goddamn X Series X, but most of the games run better on the Xbox. And then that's why you know it's just it's an advantage that you have with a closed environment. Now with this PC shit, like ain't no developer gonna go out there and just make a game just specifically for that. Then guess what? MSI might decide to make one configuration. Asus may decide to add more RAM or add less RAM. So it's just like PC. You got a billion different configurations. Yeah.
And they just got one PC version, and that's it. That's the whole point of this.
Essentially,
and it's running on Windows 11.
Hey, listen. Essentially, what Xbox is telling you is, listen. If you want it from us, you can get it from us, but you better as well just go make your own shit. That's what they telling you.
Hey, J-Dub, I'm proud of you, though, brother. Your breaking news has been way better these last couple of weeks. I'm so proud of you, brother. I'm so proud.
Wait, so
I've been trying to do better, big money. I've been trying to do better.
That's why I was looking for nephew. That's why I was looking for nephew to say, nephew, he doing good, baby, doing good. He doing good.
Hey, big money.
Has a hangnail.
Hey, big money. Big money. Big money. Big money. That's why I shut the fuck up. That's why I shut up.
Hey, yo, that's so.
Nephew, you missed it, man. J-Dub did good on the breaking news. You missed it, bro.
Wait, hold up. Wait, here's the $1 million question. If they're trying to show off the so-called Xbox Helix, how would games really run on it if it's just a regular PC and shit? How would they show it to them, or how would they show it?
Here's the $1 million question.
It's just a PC, bro. Like, I mean, they're not hiding what they are. It's these Xbox niggas.
Here's the $1 million question.
This is Xbox niggas. This is now.
Are you streaming from that closet or are you streaming from the morgue? Which one is it? My bad.
It's not going to run well because the games are not optimized for PC that well because there's such a variety. That's why the consoles have that advantage.
Is basically their games will be the PC version of the games.
Yep. No more. And I said that a long time ago, and everybody, Pastor and all them tried to argue with me. I was like, think about how much money they save by not having to make an Xbox version.
Wait, here's the
hold on. This the fucked up part y'all not seeing. It's a bigger picture. What happens, right? Because this happens all the time on PC. They make a game. That motherfucker got all kind of driver issues. That bitch probably won't be able to boot up. You gonna run them same issues you gonna run on that goddamn Helix. So what happened when a new game drop across PS6, PS5, and then this fucking Xbox Helix? And them bitches, they gotta wait for that bitch to be patched to be able to play it. Like, y'all know how
Yeah.
fucked up that's gonna be?
But
That's gonna be
here's
fucked
another.
up. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait,
Hey,
wait,
have
wait,
we
brother
heard
J.
anything new
Wait.
on? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Here's $1 million question, Big Money and brother J Dub. How will Microsoft even make money from PC versions of games that's not even on their own storefront or
They're
on
not.
their?
They're not gonna make
We
any
don't
money
know. We
unless
won't.
it's on
They won't.
their store. That's the only way they can
Yeah,
make money.
so that's what I mean. Like how they gonna make money from these storefronts?
Go
Because
ahead, Big.
last time I said PC storefront,
Yeah, I think
the
the
money
future.
was
I mean, I
no.
don't know.
I mean, now
Like, I
here's
really,
the question: Will
I don't know.
Microsoft
I was
keep
just gonna ask, have we heard?
keep their games out of the Steam, other keep their own games out of the stores? I mean, I don't know, but they don't get a cut of none of that. I mean, yeah.
Yep, I said that. I said these PC storefronts, they're gonna make the money, not Xbox. So why would they
Hey,
try to make PC?
Pastor got mad when I came up with that breaking news. He didn't want to
Oh,
hear
his
that.
ass
He
Have
was
we
left.
heard?
Oh, he really left.
Here, what
Oh, yeah.
Big Money?
Hey, have we heard anything new about? Have we heard any?
What?
You
Wait,
cut
you
out.
blanked
Big
out.
Money.
Have we heard anything new about the? I cut out.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's why you don't be reading the names in the beginning, Big
Go
Money.
ahead,
My
then.
bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what you say? They knew about what? Anything knew about
No,
what?
you just
Oh, that's fucked
keep
up.
cutting out.
We heard that Big Money.
I said, did they? Oh, that's why I said no. That's why I said go ahead. I was gonna go out and come back in. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh shit! Look, somebody trying to keep you silent.
Yeah. But no, I don't know.
he's
They're
being
like,
reset.
oh man, I'm not gonna lie. With that little tip of the news, I'm less as excited for the product. I'm not gonna lie. You know, like oh, damn.
Look,
Yeah, but we already
you
knew this
already
because
knew.
all you
You
had to do
already
was
knew
read
this.
the shit that.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
all you had to
I
do
mean,
was read the
but
shit
I
they
guess
put
the
out
last
originally because it was all there.
The last little thing, like I said, cause we just showed some rumors about them not making it, but they're not going to make it. They out of hardware, man. They gone. I let you know right now. With them not even making
That's
this
why
right
they
here.
pulled out of those
Yeah.
reasons.
So here's the thing, right? So it goes back to what I originally said, right? So and about them getting out of the console, whatever,
Can y'all hear me now?
out of the hardware period. They're not
Yeah,
even
yeah.
making. They're not, bro. They listen. Like before Pastor, what she was here. So don't you think? Watch this. So don't you think they know that? Listen, we're gonna sell less hardware because you give people a less incentive to buy a box if we put our games everywhere, right? You're gonna sell.
Yep.
They're not even at 30 million yet consoles sold, right? This is gonna be even less than that next generation, right? I mean, you don't
Way
think
less.
they know that? I just said before, you don't think they
That's
know
why
that?
they're not.
Yeah. So this is why they're not
Z,
making the
that's
hardware.
why they got rid of Phil. Z, that's why they got rid of Phil the way they did because they realized like, damn, nigga, you gave away the house.
I don't think no. I
Like
mean,
you
listen,
gave it
I think
away.
that was Phil doing. I think that's
one that
always.
did it.
I think that's always been on the books. Like, I mean, not. I think that's always. It's always
Yeah,
been there.
Well, have we heard anything new about the Steam Machine? Have we heard anything new about that?
No. They might.
No, that
The
shit's
price
probably
saying
gonna get
tariffs and shit's
canceled.
going on now. Yeah, they ain't gonna go my money. But I know they was talking. They
It's
was
probably gonna get
rumored there was
canceled.
gonna be between $900 and $1,000, and that was weaker than the PS5. Like, come on, here, what we
Yeah,
doing
that ain't
here?
happening.
Yeah, but that's
Now the more important part is that SteamOS shit because that supposedly that shit runs really well.
yep. And nobody likes Windows 11. Developers hate it, and I didn't
Yeah,
know it
people
was
are getting sick of that shit.
because the guy said I had to reboot my ROG Ally
And
multiple times.
hey, the one thing I will say, they are actually taking it seriously because they're losing sales on Windows and shit because of the shit with the AI crap. And they put a big team on fixing the bugs and shit in the Windows 11 and trying to streamline shit. So they are trying to finally starting to take shit seriously, which is good.
But they have to destroy Windows 11 entirely. Just make a brand new
Yeah,
infrastructure.
they should make a new one. They should make a new one for the modern age.
But that'll be too much
Hell
money.
yeah, they sure do got the money to do it.
They
Shit.
need to rebuild it. They need to take a team and set them aside and let them rebuild a new modern like
But it's
Windows
already too
operating
late.
system.
It's already too late.
No one knows certain things making no modern. The money is with the old motherfuckers on PCs and the government and all this shit, and they ain't got a problem with it, my nigga. So that would never happen. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you got a motherfucker bunch of. I mean, that's where they make their money. All these government contracts and
Wait, but that's scary though. Wait,
The
wait,
cloud shit. They make a lot on that.
wait, Z. I was gonna say when Satya Nadella retires and stuff, it's gonna be two people competing, and both of them don't like Xbox or gaming at all. So they might just
but
throw
listen,
away.
the Xbox is gone, bro. Like, listen, that's a done deal. That's
Yeah,
gone.
they're
not-
already gone. That's
they're
a-
not.
that's
They're
a
not even
wrap.
making the hardware. So this,
They're folding all that under. It'll all be under Microsoft Game.
Yeah, I don't know if they get out of gaming.
But as far
They
as
still a lot of stuff
gaming as well.
publisher. Yeah, you know what I mean. No, but here's the thing. I mean, that's because they $100 billion into these fucking publishers. They probably make
Yeah,
sell it
they
all,
want their
whatever
money.
the case may be. But they're out of hardware. They're gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, consoles done.
Yeah, that's right.
But don't forget
That's
that
why
though.
we tried to raise the alarm when they said they were pulling out of regions, because that's a big, that's a big red flag that you just don't do that out of nowhere. That's not a little decision to do.
Yeah,
So think about it, y'all. In order to get the Helix, you gotta order that shit through not even through Microsoft. You gotta order that shit on Asus, MSI, and Lenovo's website, bro. That shit crazy. And I thought these dudes was out here talking about Asha, she listening to us. She know what we want.
It's the same.
Look,
It's the same plan. The only thing they did, they got rid of that. Everything's an Xbox campaign. They killed that. And they're still going along the same plan. They brought Asha in to fire people, to consolidate, and to fix shit. That's exactly why they brought her in there, so it can make more money. That's it.
But here's the thing though. I can't imagine the so-called Helix do like a midnight type of launch. Oh yeah, where we going to buy this at? At one of them Best Buys or PC stores, $1,500? Hell no.
No, midnight launches have been dead a long time. What are you talking about?
Shit for like new hardware and stuff, but I can't see people shelling out $1,500 for a PC.
Hey, let me
when
ask
you
you
can.
something. Who in here gonna get a Helix?
I might get one.
Probably
Play games. Gears. Wish I can play Gears or podcast.
Hey, but you can play that on PS6.
Well, you got a PC already, brother Z. You got a PC already.
I need a new one. So you know what I mean. That motherfucker
Shit.
work,
So that's gonna be a replacement.
My nigga Z finna hold the line. He gonna hold the line. Oh man.
He turned into King David. Oh, damn, brother Z.
You know what I mean?
Look. Don't turn into King David now, my brother.
The best place to play Gears is gonna be on the PS6.
PS6, yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
The PC gamers ain't gonna buy you.
It's funny, Starfield and all those games are 30 FPS when they launch, and then they get 60 FPS till they drop on PlayStation.
Yeah,
but $1,500.
I ain't gonna lie, this fucked up. This gives an even more scare about what's going on in the video games sector, man. Like, this shit might just crash, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
but
this
Z,
fucked up
you
right
gonna
now, man.
really shell out that money? Are you really gonna shell out $1,500?
Oh yeah,
nobody is, and they already know that.
I mean,
but you know what's gonna crash it, Z? You know what's gonna crash it, and I hate to say it, Grand Theft Auto's gonna crash it. And the reason I say Grand Theft Auto's gonna crash it is because look at what it's gonna do. It's gonna sell consoles. Now it's not gonna sell as many Xbox consoles, but it's gonna sell them. It's gonna sell everywhere. Then it's gonna be the thing. You gotta remember, everybody's dodging it. Wolverine's making sure it come out before. The only game that might try to compete is Call of Duty. You get what I'm saying? And they might even move their release date just so they're either a week before or a week after. They don't even want to be in the crossroads of it. So when you think about it, the most anticipated game, which is going to sell the most on PlayStation. And I'm not saying this because I'm a PlayStation guy, none of that. The reason it's going to sell the most is because it has the most consoles in the wild. They're looking at making the most money. It's going to sell on Xbox too, and then a year later, PC and all that other shit is going to come. But after that hype dies down, what are these people, developers? What are they going to give people that are going to rival GTA? That's why PlayStation comes in, because then you can give people God of War again. You can give them The Last of Us. You can give them games that they're going to want to go out and play. What is Xbox going to give to the industry that's going to make people want to play the shit or even buy the console to spend $1,200 to $1,500? Nothing. Like it's dead in the water, and I think GTA is going to be the thing that's going to actually make everybody realize what it is, and that's going to be Microsoft's exit from it when they say, "Hey, listen, man, we just can't compete. You know, if you want a PC, get a PC. Series X is going to be our last dedicated console, and that's it. There's nothing that they can do about it. Because let's be real, who back here about to spend $1,200 on a fucking Helix? Let's be real.
Not me. I ain't
Man,
spend
I'm
that
gonna
much
keep it
on
a
the
bean. I don't
PC.
think nobody back here gonna get that bitch. Real talk.
Yeah, you buying the
Like,
AP?
no, I ain't buying that shit.
Oh
Nigga, we
shit.
know you ain't
Hey,
buying it. Fuck you mean? You got to pay for your doctor, bro.
Yeah,
What
no,
you
but
talking
not
about?
for nothing. If I
Fuck
had
oh
you.
a new
shit.
PC before then, no, I won't buy one.
My
You know what
bad.
I mean?
Apologize.
Yeah,
You
I
said
need
Apologize.
a
your
new PC.
doctor.
I might just keep my PC.
The
My bad,
doctor, I'm
bro.
gonna
My
kick
bad.
his
My bad.
ass.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to put you out there like that. I apologize.
yeah.
I
I mean,
apologize.
so yeah,
Shut up. I'm good.
you know what I mean?
But no, and all seriousness, I don't know why does Microsoft think that they're going to be able to keep their fan base in line to them? So effectively, Xbox gamers are extinct after this Series X because if you play on Helix, you're really a PC gamer.
Yeah. This shit
I
just
mean, pretty much. Yeah.
Yo, you know it's horrible when a slow nigga in here making sense, bro. God damn.
Look,
Damn, AP, come on
My,
now.
Oh
my bad,
Damn.
my
shit.
bad, bro. My bad. God
look.
damn.
I
AP,
think,
Man.
look. I'm about to
I
whip
knew
It's
it.
myself
just
Hold
so
on,
it's
bad.
just
hold
it's,
on,
it's,
fam.
it's just
Hold
comedic
on, fam.
relief, bro. I apologize.
Nah, but I think it's a reason
I'm
you
just
work
kidding.
with shit. You like
Look.
shitting
That's
on
my
people,
brother.
bro. You like shitting on people, my nigga.
yeah.
It's a
That's my
reason why you
brother.
No,
work
big
with
Look.
money. No, big money. Big money. Big money. No,
Family. We
brothers.
family in this
Oh my
motherfucker.
nigga, you be killing niggas. You be killing. You
This
be
is what
killing fast.
this is what we do. This is what black folks do. We go
Whoa,
at each
whoa,
Bro,
whoa,
I
other.
know
whoa,
it's just
whoa.
joking. Go ahead, bro.
But no. In all seriousness though, but it's sad that Microsoft is really destroying its own fan base, its own community that brought it to where it is. It's like they
Yeah,
abandoned
they
what
don't care.
made the 360 great.
This shit, you know what? This shit is more than sad. Just want to elaborate what you said. This shit is more. They the richest company in the world, y'all. How the
Yeah.
fuck they let a company that Sony is like 50th in the world, the richest man? How you let them outsmart you like this?
Yeah.
Like this
Look,
shit is crazy. You went out and bought Bethesda and like, bruh, how the fuck
but
did they get like that? Shit is crazy.
but
You
big
know how
money.
big money. You know how big.
Bethesda's been dogs.
Hold
Wait,
on. You know how big money. You know how big money. It's just like, and I ain't going into politics, but I'm using it as a reference point. It's like when we talking shit to China. You remember when the ambassador for China came out and said, "We don't care about the U.S. China has been here for 5,000 years, and China will be here for
Mm-hmm.
5,000 years after the U.S. So we don't worry, because China is gonna do what we're gonna do. The Japanese are the same way. They're gonna do what they're gonna do because their civilization's been around longer than we had as far as their ways and their culture and how they do things. So they know how to stand the test of time for certain shit. That's why it is the way it is, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. And guess what? Though, big money. I was about to say. I remember the Steve Jobs quote. He said, not getting on Microsoft because they make a lot of money, but they don't put a lot of culture into their product.
Yeah,
It's really like
they
the
just
world.
the problem we go. The problem was with Microsoft, and not nothing. And sad to say, not sad to say, but is that gaming doesn't keep the lights on for them, so it's handled
Yeah,
as
yeah.
such.
So they
It
don't
would
really
always
need it.
be as looked at as you call petty cash inside the office. I know they're doing billions of dollars, but they're making trillions of dollars. Doing other shit that they do. So you know what I mean. So that's why but they you know what I mean. Like man,
Yeah,
sucks.
because
Yeah, it is what it is.
Hiroki Totoki said PlayStation is 60% of the company's
Yeah,
revenue.
it's handled as such. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we all know that.
I always say Nintendo plays, gaming plays, keeps the lights on for Nintendo, and gaming keeps the light on for Sony. You know what I mean?
That's why they focus on it so much more than Microsoft
and that's
does
the
because they can
ultimately
lose
that's the
Xbox
problem.
tomorrow. Won't even hurt.
Yeah,
Look,
that's the
in
Z,
problem.
fact,
that's fucked up. You know what you just said, right, Z?
What?
You basically just said that Microsoft, that money that Xbox bring in,
No,
them
it's not. It's true.
Xbox execs get that shit to their grandkids.
It's the truth.
That's their money.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's
It's the
fucked
truth.
up.
You ain't lying.
It's not, it's not their
That
main
is
source of
fucked
income.
up.
You tend to think you
Especially a
treat things
trillion-dollar
better
company.
if that's your main source of income. You know what I mean? Then
Yep.
listen, they launched the console with no games. That you don't think they know that? Hey, listen,
Yeah.
if we put out
Yeah.
software everywhere that we're gonna sell this hardware, like you know what I mean? Like that's like
Yo,
they
And
ain't
the,
think
and the
about
bad
that
and
shit.
the
that
bad thing
though.
and
That
the
really
bad
makes
thing with
sense though,
releasing the
G.
console, the bad thing with releasing the console with no games is that they released the Xbox Series X with Halo all over the bitch, and it didn't even come out with the shit yet.
Yeah.
And it was
Still in
all
the
over the
box.
box, bro. It didn't even come out with the shit yet, bro.
Wait. I mean, didn't they cut a lot of content from Halo Infinite because it had to run on the Xbox One?
Yep. It was supposed to be two
Yeah.
different engines.
2/3 of the single player content was cut.
Yeah, and it was
That's fucked up.
they changed the engines.
Let me-
They was using Unreal at first.
Yeah.
You know, they had to
Yeah,
develop it.
that's why it looks so much different compared to what they originally showed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Hey, let me ask
you
y'all.
guys-
Let me ask y'all something. Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think if Sega had Microsoft money, who y'all think could be leading right now, Sony or Sega? Because I'm going with Sega.
No,
I'm going with
Sony,
Sega.
Sony, because
Sony.
I
I'm
think
going with
all
Sega. I'm
kept
going with
destroying
Sega,
itself.
man. Sega
I'm
just
going
didn't
with
have the
Sony.
money because they had the game. They just didn't have the money.
So
No,
Sega
Sega
fucked up
released
it.
failure.
Because Sega had everything. Sega had everything.
Sega released too much hardware in a short window, and it was hard to develop
Yeah,
one.
the
Like,
32X.
But
the Saturn.
Sega had everything. They had basketball, football, racing, fighting.
And
Them
you know what?
motherfuckers had
You
Sonic.
know
Them
what
niggas
killed
had
the
everything.
Dreamcast?
Sony still ran them niggas out of
You know
business,
what?
man.
You know what killed the Dreamcast
beat
though? Believe it or not, that was a
Sony.
good system. The fact that they had a DVD player it was same cost and the PlayStation did, my nigga.
Mhm.
You don't know how many niggas
Oh,
bought
yeah.
DVD players in the
PS2.
hood.
Yeah.
$300 for
Yeah.
PlayStation. I mean, and that's what
So that's a
really,
fact, nigga.
that's what really fucking.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah,
And
that was
also,
the best
another,
Hey,
DVD
yo.
another
player.
thing, they lost EA. They traded that DVD player, and they didn't have EA. They didn't have Madden,
Oh, yeah.
and they didn't have fucking Live.
Yo,
Like those back then, those games were
that
like.
motherfucking PS2.
Yeah,
That
those
motherfucking
Madden and
PS2 was the
Live were
shit, bro.
like fucking how big call and for like niggas is midnight launches for fucking Madden and NBA Live. That line used to be wrapped around the corner and GameStop, my nigga. They ain't had
But
that.
you got you got to think if they had their money when EA tried to buy, I guarantee you they would have been there like nigga, okay, they give you 30, we'll give you 40. We'll give you 40 million.
Yeah,
Like, bro, they had their money.
Yeah,
But
Sega
remember,
would have bought.
2K was the motherfuckers that was taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What
I
happened was
think
by then,
so.
by then those games was already on PlayStation everywhere. But they had put because everyone was so used to playing Live and Madden. They put these sports titles at $20. They don't get me wrong. 2K sports back then was always better than the EA shit. But everybody it was the household name, John Madden. So against what Sega did was, visual consoles at the time, so they put every sports title, the baseball, the hockey, every sports title came on like $20, my nigga. You know what I mean? And that's what made EA say, hold up. Because you look at fucking NFL 2K 2005, compare that, 2000, compare that to fucking that Madden. I mean, that shit was trash. Like, for $20, that shit had the halftime show. They was doing different shit, bro. All types of shit.
Yo, didn't he had the first person view and all that other shit? You could juke
all
from
that
the inside, the
shit. All
helmet and
that
shit, bro.
slick
That shit was crack.
Yeah, you had all that slick shit.
But you know what? That's why what made the Dreamcast fail was because Sega already lost a lot of consumer confidence after the Sega CD and the Sega Saturn, the Sega 32X, and the Master System and the Genesis.
Came out was too late. They was too late hardware. And again, like I said, you didn't have for that price. You didn't have Madden and you didn't have Live. I mean,
Yeah. Look, I remember.
And you know what? And it's funny that we're talking about Sega. Now, y'all remember like what was this like 2 years ago when Sega showed all those old games and they said they was working on all those old
I
games.
don't know what happened.
I haven't seen nothing from them yet.
Niggas ain't got no niggas ain't got no money. They ain't got no money.
But here's
Nah,
the thing, though.
come on, y'all. They still working on those games.
Wait,
They
wait,
still working on those games.
Wait, here's the thing, though.
Hey, them niggas keep putting
Sega
out
got
them flopping Sonic, them flopping
Shinobi last
Sonic
year.
games.
Look. Only thing that
because
Sega
they
got
was
to
working
do.
on Golden Axe, a new crazy taxi.
Yeah.
They was working on a whole
Streets
bunch
of
of new
Rage.
shit.
Yeah. Well, they did bring Streets of Rage 4 back. But other than that, Sega
That
can't
wasn't
even make
Sega. That was a
their
passion project.
Yeah, but listen, you gotta realize the Streets of 4 wasn't that on Xbox? Wasn't Crazy Taxi on Xbox? Wasn't it in Game Pass? That's why it didn't sell, nigga. It's because you gave it to niggas for fucking free.
Yep.
Like, come on now. You know how many motherfuckers in here play Crazy Taxi? Everybody play that shit. My lady is
Guess what?
when it first dropped. Yeah, when it
they're
remember
never gonna retrain them to buy.
Listen. Remember, it was one of Game Pass's selling point. They was like Phil Spencer doing the thing he doing. He get on stage, get to
Slap the
talking with
like
his
button.
hands. That's how I know that nigga be lying. That nigga get on stage and get to moving his hands. It's like, nigga, why you moving your hands so much, bro?
Oh
You
yeah,
lying.
he does
Like,
that
you
all the
lying,
time.
dog. So then he doing all that shit, talking about, yeah, we bringing games
He was
like
good at
Crazy
lying though.
Taxi. We bringing games like Crazy
The
Taxi to
Lion
Game
King.
Pass and all this other shit. Hey, bro, listen. If you
Nah,
would have
Streets of
brought
Rage
that
4
shit
wasn't
back
Game Pass.
and made that too. If you would have made niggas pay for it, I don't even care if it was $20 or $30. You know how many motherfuckers gonna buy Crazy Taxi? You know how many motherfuckers gonna buy Streets of Rage? You can make money off of shit, but you so focused on trying to sell subscriptions because you sell subscriptions for Windows. You think that that's the way you're gonna make your money. The problem is the company is too big and they meshing everything under one accord, and that's why they failing. That's all it is. I don't know how
Yeah,
to separate the two.
wait. Don't
Yeah,
forget.
they're trying to make everything match Windows and everything else they're doing
Yeah,
instead
but
of treating the
and you know what?
gaming separate and its own.
Yeah, and that's messed up. But you know what? I do remember two of these best games on the Dreamcast: Power Stone and Zombies Revenge.
Yeah, you want to say something greatest? You want to say something? You can hear me? Oh.
Yeah, I was saying Streets of Rage 4, one was a passion project, and two, it didn't come out on Game Pass. You had to buy the game for full price,
Oh
which was
yeah,
$30.
Oh yeah.
My
Because I bought the game when
bad.
it came out.
Yeah,
My bad.
it wasn't a real live next generation like
But then
Hey,
it
but
end up in
Great,
Game Pass though. Didn't it end up in Game Pass though?
I don't know. I had
I
bought the
don't
game, so
remember
if
it
it
being
did,
there.
it didn't apply to me.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
I know
remember.
Crazy
I bought
Taxi
the
was
game.
in Game Pass.
I
Hey, greatness.
know they had a crazy taxi game. God damn.
No.
Hey, yo, Z, Parker just put a video up.
He did?
Oh shit.
Yeah, he just put a
Oh
video about
shit.
that. He just put a video about that
Oh
singer
shit, Vaughn.
killing that girl.
Oh, it's my Vaughn coming here.
Oh,
Vaughn
David.
coming here
Yeah,
playing my top.
Hey,
Vaughn,
Vaughn,
come
messy
on
as
here,
hell.
man.
You
Now
messy as
I ain't the
hell.
time for this
Vaughn,
one.
messy.
He said Parker just dropped a Justice for Gabby joint. Oh wait, hold
Yeah.
on.
Oh man.
Yo,
Oh
what's up,
shit.
big man?
Oh no, I was just saying that didn't you see that like when they showed that like they showed like 4 or 5 games that they were working on, like older
Yeah,
Yeah,
games.
that was what was that?
they had dropped
2020 or
Yeah,
something?
they had dropped
remaster.
Shinobi last year.
Oh yeah, Shinobi did come out
Oh
last year. Shinobi did come out last.
Y'all live?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nigga,
we
you knew we were
know.
live, nigga.
I know. I swear I
Yeah, we
did.
doing.
Your messy ass out of here.
Oh
What
man.
topic? What topic
Oh
y'all on?
no,
Nah, that
no.
nigga, that nigga,
Oh,
that nigga Vaughn in Canada
Oh,
with
you
that
trying to
nigga
find
Vaughn
out?
in Canada with a blowtorch right now, trying to get that Drake single.
Hey,
About
oh,
the
shit.
Helix
bro.
having off the
Hey,
shelf part.
Yeah, it's
just a little,
PC.
tap, man. Hey, AP, I don't want to see you shaking ass when Drake drop that banger. You feel me?
Oh
Oh, ass
man.
shaking
The
for me.
hell?
Nah,
Damn.
This nigga can't
shake
You
that
taking
ass for
what
me.
ass?
pay
Shake
for
that
fucking
ass for
Drake.
me.
Hey, LB, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out and break your head, bitch.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Oh man.
My nigga LB. Hey, listen, hey
Hey, hey,
LB. Hey,
hey,
listen, it's still fuck Drake, but I'm gonna play it though. So what, ho?
no,
Oh,
LB,
this nigga said he a player.
LB, I do got a question for you though, brother. How
Fuck
old
you
is
on,
how,
man.
how old is your barber?
What?
My
Oh
barber.
shit.
Oh man.
Oh
Oh
man,
man.
he said that nigga named Pastor Joe.
This nigga tripping.
How old is
That's that
Damn.
man
Who
business.
my
That's that
who
man
my
business.
who just yawned? That mouth was wide open. Goddamn.
Wait, hold on.
Oh
That
shit.
nigga
Man,
so
why you
serious.
Man,
wanna know
Oh,
how
Oh man.
here
wide
come
open
Ladies
my
and
mouth
Vaughn.
is,
gentlemen.
Here
brother?
come Vaughn.
Why you wanna know how wide
Yeah.
open
Thank
my
you for
mouth
rocking out
is,
with the show
brother?
today.
Hey,
We're gonna
hey,
jump top
listen.
in a
Oh
Oh
second.
yeah,
man.
Thursday's Black Flag show. They're
Oh,
showing off
they got
Black
a
Flag.
IDA Xbox show too, right? Thursday, the 23rd.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
don't
the
don't,
indie show.
don't
They're
stream it.
having an indie show.
Don't stream it, brother. Not worth your time.
Yeah.
Don't stream that. Don't stream the AC shit. The shit already leaking already.
Oh no, I ain't fucking. I ain't fucking with Ubisoft. They be flagging this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always flagging.
Hey man, fingers crossed. Maybe they announced that Wolverine State of Play tomorrow. They usually make announcements on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either good news or bad news.
It always be random days. They'll just come
Hey,
out and say, "Hey, check out our State of Play tomorrow."
hey, yo, Shadow.
Oh, what up, nigga?
How you play a PS5 with no television?
Wait, hold on, man.
Oh
Bitch,
shit.
I got a TCL television, bitch.
Oh my bad.
Oh
I thought you
shit.
had.
It's
I thought you had a.
TCL.
I thought you had a BCL. My bad.
Oh man.
Oh man. Bro
He has
said
a Vizio.
TCL.
It's a game.
The fuck you use a Vizio? I don't use that shit.
Yo, Z, why your mouth sound like it's got cotton in it, bitch? Speak up.
Oh shit.
Look, Vaughn on some demon time. He
It's to
humming
soak up all
tonight.
that excess nut in his mouth, nigga. It's to soak
Oh,
up all that
shit.
excess
Yeah.
nut.
Oh,
Hey, bro, you cool, bro?
Big money's being
hold up, you cool, bro?
nasty. God damn.
Hey, bro, you cool, bro? Oh man.
oh, shit.
Excess
Wait,
nut,
wait,
you
nigga.
cool?
you know what? You know what?
Damn.
Wait,
I
everything
thought,
turning left
this was a
and
little
these edibles
family
turning
friendly
hit.
time.
Hey, yo, it's always the God-fearing niggas is the most nastiest niggas back in the believe in God.
God
Yeah, that's
damn.
always the front,
Pick a
Damn
man.
right.
number.
Oh,
Pick a number
man.
between 1 and 6.
I don't
Yeah,
feel
buddy.
God.
Yeah,
I'm not a
16.
God. I'm
16.
I'm out of here, man. Yeah, buddy.
Wait,
not God for a
Pick
man.
a number
call it.
between 1 and 16. 6.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Uncle gonna lay his nasty ass down somewhere. We go. I'm out of here, man. Shit, Rock that live. I appreciate you, man. Be back on this bitch tomorrow. Oh man, that was